Says, all praises. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High God of Israel. And Israel only. You're not talking about the Israelis. All praise to the Most High God of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, who are the biblical Israelites, whose true name is Yahweh. God's true name is Yahweh. It's not Yahweh, right? It's not Jehovah, and it's not Allah. God's true name is Yahweh. We give all praise to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whom the world ignorantly portrays as a white man, who, if he was walking this earth today, he would be called a so-called black man, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. Right? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, who we come out here for, we out here to teach repentance to our people and to prophesy the destruction of America, right? Prophesy the destruction of the European Caucasian white man, the one that looked like Kentucky Fried Chicken Bowl.
Right. Colonel Sanders.
Colonel. Right? All praise to the Most High God, man. Because not only is we prophesying the downfall of America, but America's falling in front of our eyes, right?
Right.
Right? All praise to the Most High, right? It's no longer a prophecy. Well, it is a prophecy because it was written, but it's coming to pass. The fall of the white man. Right?
Nice getting action, man.
Right? But our people, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, man, y'all love the white man. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians love the white man. They celebrate Christmas, right? They celebrate a white man coming down the chimney, right? Our people homosexuals, right? The Greeks came out here with homosexuality, and our people want to be just like the Greeks. They want to celebrate Christmas. They say it's the birth of Christ, but it's really a bunch of pagan gumbo.
Right.
And we're going to prove it today, man. So not only do our people keep the laws of the white man who raped, robbed, murdered, and enslaved us, right? And we follow their laws and we don't keep God's laws. We forsake God's laws and keep the white man's laws, right? Fuck God, but let's bow to the white man, right? But not only do y'all keep his laws, but y'all celebrate his Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving is a celebration of his forefathers gaining power in America from the Native Indians. So you got these simple ass Negroes and Latinos celebrating Christmas. The white man got the white Santa Claus in front of their house, right? Christmas trees, Christmas lights, right?
Got your kids sitting on a strange fat man lap.
Yeah, taking the pictures. I forgot about that. I forgot that was a thing.
Pedophilia.
You got your kids sitting on a white man lap, right? Then y'all celebrate the 4th of July, right? America's independence. When you Negroes and Latinos, man, y'all were slaves in 1776. So that's how you know y'all don't worship God, man, but y'all worship the white man. I can prove you blacks and Hispanics worship the white man. Right? Y'all keep the white man's laws. Y'all celebrate his Christmases and Thanksgivings and New Year's. All praise to the Most High. We love y'all, man. Right? Planned Parenthood, aborting your kids, sitting your kids on a fat white man lap, taking pictures, man. You got black and brown babies in a white man lap. While he got a Woody on with your little daughter.
Asking him what they want for Christmas.
What you want for Christmas? Bouncing your baby on his lap. Dirty ass white people, man. You look like a Santa Claus. That's your side job. That's your side job, man. Right? All praises. Yeah, man. Right? All praises, man. We got a brother about to park up. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till we get in this lesson. Right? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians are the Israelites. And Allah made a covenant with us, not with Ishmael. Right? Right? Ishmael ain't nothing but a bunch of little girls. They love little girls, man. Muhammad wasn't a prophet. He was a pedophile.
Sure was.
The white man's a pedophile.
Sure is.
Right? Right? You agree? You agree? She did, though. Right?
She smirked.
Yeah. We know, man. We don't want you, though. Black, Spanish, Native Indians, man, y'all celebrate Christmas? Who celebrate Christmas over here, man? Who's in the Christmas spirit? Who's in the spirit of wickedness? Right. Anybody? Anybody in the spirit of wickedness, man? Let's ask this wholesale package of unseasoned chicken wings walking up the block. Let's see if anybody's in the Christian spirit.
3-piece.
Anybody in the Christian spirit? You in the Christian spirit? You in the Christian spirit, King? You in the Christian spirit? You in the Christian spirit?
I'm in the Christian spirit.
Are you in the Christian spirit?
I'm in the good spirit.
You in the good, but not a Christian spirit?
I'm just good spirit.
You celebrate Christmas? Nah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Why we putting our kids on the white man lap taking pictures, right?
I don't know. I don't.
But our people do though, right? I mean, why we do that, right?
I don't know. That's why I separate myself.
That's good, man. We're supposed to be separate from these nations, whether we want to
And I
be.
just found out we all over the world. I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
And
man.
believe it or not, like 70% of us didn't know that.
Yeah. Our people
And
call
I think
themselves.
honestly and truly, if they would have told us that in high school, I think we all would have made different decisions.
Yeah, especially if they would have said Christ was a black man with woolly hair.
I think it's really that lack of knowledge.
It is.
I don't think they really stupid.
It's just
I
a
think
lack
they
of
don't know.
knowledge. Yeah. If I teach my daughter that the sky is red since she was a baby, guess what? She's gonna grow up believing that sky is
A lot
red.
of people think Forex is a scam, but really it's the different value between currencies. But they make it seem like it's a scam to keep us here. But if people knew that our money was worth more in other countries, we wouldn't even never even go to Miami.
But that's about the floor, right? The dollar about the floor. But the bigger thing is not even about the money. Our people think that. Our people think that they.
Always money.
Well, people worship money, right? We don't worship money. We worship
People,
themselves.
I think don't nobody want to go nowhere because don't nobody want to be broke. If I know right now my money worth more somewhere else, I ain't gonna hesitate.
Right, but
So it's always money.
what's even a bigger lack of knowledge within our people is they think that they're the color out of a crayon box. Right? They call themselves black, but the white man calls you
Still
black.
money.
What about
Still
money? What about it though?
It's always money.
But the money about to fall though. Like the American currency is about to fall.
Not
Right now the brick dollar is 55 times worth more than
American
American
currency
dollar.
ain't money.
What you talking about?
Money is anything of wealth.
Anything of wealth. And we take the Most High's protection as our wealth, Ken.
That's still wealth.
Yeah, all praise to the Most High. We love you, Ken. All praise to the Most High. Yeah, man, it is money. It's spiritual money, man. Right, we come to work for the Most High. Can't nobody cut us a check big enough for this job, man. Only the Most High could. Right? You in the Christian spirit, sister? You in the Christian spirit? It's pagan. All praise to the Most High. All praise. Yeah, man. Y'all rock y'all about shit.
That's what she said. That shit is paid.
This shit is pagan, man. Right? Anybody in the Christian spirit? Anybody in the spirit of putting their kids on a fat white man lap and taking pictures of them? Who in the spirit of putting their kids on a fat white man lap, put them taking pictures, selling our kids the pagan holidays? Wonder why the Most High smoking our kids. Black, Spanish, Native Indians, you gotta separate yourself from your enemy, man. Let me ask Patel. Hey, Patel. Excuse me, Patel. Celebrate Christmas, sister. We celebrate Christmas. That's good, man. All praise. We see America falling, man. Right? America falling like Rome fell, man. Oh, praise to the Most High, man. We coming out here to destroy this Saint Nick. Right? We coming out here to destroy this fat white man sneaking in your house, right?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. But here our people go, man. Out here bowing to a stone, bowing to a white Jesus, celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, 4th of July. Everything the white man did.
Pack of heathen.
Pega. Look at them over there. Y'all look like a wholesale package of unseasoned chicken wings.
No flavor. No
Right?
flavor.
But blacks and Spanish got all the flavor, man. But what we doing? Why we following Islam, King? You know the Quran tells us that Allah made a covenant with the Israelites, King?
He told us he going to war.
He said he was going to go to war with us. Hey, man, but guess what? We out here, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Islam always running.
Right.
They good runners.
But I love my people, though. I love my people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, y'all just following after idolatry, man.
Right.
You know why?
We don't sit with the Arab.
Y'all love the Arab, man. See, that's the thing. They think that Muhammad must be Santa Claus. He rode on a camel to the seventh heaven, sucking on a 9-year-old tongue. Only the black and brown is going to go to war with us, though. It ain't going to be no real Arabs because they agree with everything. But the real Arabs going to push y'all Negroes like, yo, when you see them, pop off. But the Most High got put in your spirit, man. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, man. What's up, man? You in the Christmas spirit? You in the Christmas spirit, man? All right, let's see what we're going to start off crazy. We got a full house. Christmas losing a lot of black and brown money, man. Our people waking up a little bit. So let's start with John 4:22. I guess Yashar, you can get that. And you gonna read this. I don't have
John what?
4:22. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we can talk. We out here to talk about anybody, right? All right. First and foremost, all praise to the Most High God of Israel. His true name is Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right? The saints, man. We coming into a 1-year anniversary of doing this work, man. All praise to the Most High, man. We gaining wisdom and understanding. We standing boldly in the face of our oppressors. Right? All praise to the Most High for keeping this thing strong, man. No. Yeah, that's the thing, man. We out here to answer questions. We out here to talk about whatever anybody believes in. Y'all believe in Islam, we can talk about it. Y'all believe in Christianity, we can talk about it. Let's talk about what you believe and see how much you really know. Because we study it, right? We answer questions. We ain't kicking nobody up the block. You know what I mean? You come with a contract spirit. You know what I mean? We want to talk. You want to gain some understanding about God? You want to know why your kids dying so young? Why our people filling up the prison houses? Right? Why there ain't no men in our households and this woman raising these boys that's coming out to be botsy boys and murderers at 12 years old? Let's talk about why all these things is happening. Why your daughter's coming home at 11 years old pregnant? Right? While these white kids over here practicing for war and our people just practicing twerking their ass on TikTok.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody out here, all nations is preparing for war, and our people is shaking their ass. Right? Celebrating for Christmas, right? Preparing for Christmas while the world is preparing for war. Right, sis? This world is preparing for war, and we're preparing for Christmas, right? A pagan holiday, wonder why our kids getting shot in the face so young. Y'all ain't dealing with that. Y'all in the Christmas spirit? Y'all in the Christmas spirit? No, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. We ain't in no Christmas spirit either, man. We're in the spirit of destroying Christmas, man. Right. You know what I mean? Fuck your Christmas. Fuck your Halloween. Fuck your 4th of July, Columbus Day, man. Right. Your birthday and your Thanksgiving. And your feelings. Right? Black, Spanish, Native Indians, man. We want to talk about it. The white man put cigarettes and guns and drugs in our community so we can kill ourselves. He said, The KKK said, I ain't got to kill y'all no more because y'all stupid enough to kill yourself. The package says, don't smoke, will cause cancer, and our people suck the shit out of that cigarette.
Not in hell.
Yeah. They'll inhale.
Second was going to put a yoke of iron on our neck till we was destroyed.
Yeah, man, our people destroyed.
Took it all.
Right? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, man. What's your side job? Santa Claus? Hey, sister, you in the Christmas spirit, sister? You celebrate Christmas, sister? Oh, praise the Most High, man. See, the Most High takes care in that. When our people start repenting and turning away from the white man's Western philosophy. Right? Where is Christmas from? Bring that out first.
This is John 4:22. Ye worship, ye know not what.
Right? You got Muslims worshiping what they don't know. You got Christians worshiping what they don't know. Right? You got people celebrating Christmas religiously, thinking that it's the day of Jesus Christ's birthday. So if you're celebrating the birth of Jesus, why you got a big white man on the front of your yard? Right? Why you believe in reindeers? Why you believe a fat white man and you teaching your kids that a fat white man is going to come into your chimney and steal the milk? Right? Still, little one man. Our people got to stop teaching these kids the ways of destruction.
If it was their own people, they'd have shot him.
Right? If it was a black man in your chimney, you would have shot him. But the white man, though, right?
White man's harmless.
White man, he's my friend.
He's welcome.
Right? He ain't never did nothing to me. It's only my people that do something to me. The white man ain't never do nothing to me. He give me welfare. The white man give me food stamps. The white man give me Medicaid. Right? The white man give me a PPP loan. Right? So we celebrate all his days, right? We worship the white man. That's our people, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, y'all know what y'all worship. Bring that out again.
John 4:22. Ye worship, ye know not what.
Why you Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians caught up in all these fake religions like Christianity, Islam, celebrating Thanksgiving, celebrating Christmas, right? All these things, they don't know what they worship because they don't even want to talk about it. Let's talk about the Quran. Let's talk about the Hadith. Let's talk about Muhammad. But you can't because you don't know. You don't know what you worship. You just do it because everybody else do it. Right? You do it because it comes with some protection in the prisons, but they're still killing you in the prisons. They're killing you on the streets. Right? There's no protection in that. The Most High ain't protecting you serving that, man. Got your kids opening gifts every year, man. All this is a pagan sacrifice, man. He said our people worship what they know not what, right? Keep going.
We know what we worship.
Right, we come out here because we know what we worship, man. We know what we worship. What's up, King? You all right? I don't got no cash, King, but I love you, though. I got a scripture for you. Right? He said, you worship what you don't know, but we know what we worship. Why?
For salvation is of the Jews.
No, salvation is of the Muslims.
For salvation is of the Jews.
No, salvation is the celebration of a white man's birthday.
For salvation is of the Jews.
Man, salvation of the Jews, man. I gotta ask. I got, like, we've been tearing down Islam like crazy, man. Right? That ideology, that rock, right? That Arab religion. We love our people, man, but we're destroying that Arab religion, man, because that ain't ours, man. We're not Arabs. Abraham was a Hebrew, so why y'all yelling in Arabic in the prisons and the corners of the streets? Right? Y'all don't know what y'all worship, man, because salvation is for the Jews, it's not for the Arabs. But here y'all go, religiously celebrating Christmas, a fat white man on the front of our yard, teaching our kids Hebrew, right? But they yelling Arabic. Why yell Arabic when if you're following the faith of Abraham, right? That would be a Hebrew, right? But these people don't know what they worship. That's why they can't talk about it. You a Jew? See, that's a Jewish person right there. right? But Jewish, if I said she was childish, that doesn't mean she's a child, right? The Jews was called niggas in the Bible, right? That's not a nigga. She never been called a nigga in her life, man. I was called a nigga yesterday by a nigga, right? All praise to the Most High. Hey, man, sister, man, you celebrating Christmas, sis, with the boss? You know that's a pagan holiday. You know God hates Christmas, but we hate God, right? I do. I hate God. I teach my kids to hate God, right? Our people don't know what they worship. You worship God, sis, or you worship the bad?
She's self-willed.
Self-willed woman, man, is a bitch, like the Bible says, right? So bring that out again.
First is John 4:22. Ye worship, ye know not what.
Right? Everybody out here is worshiping, but they don't know. Right? But keep going.
We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
Right? We know what we worship, man. That's why you only see Israelites on the corners teaching about God. You don't see nobody with their rug, with no prayer rugs teaching about the Quran. You don't see them with a Quran in the hand and oils in the other hand. Bean pies. They ain't even got a scripture on the bean pie. Right? See, but we coming out here giving unlimited scriptures, Ken. What's up, Ken? All praise to the Most High, man. I love you, man. You a king, man. And we know this. We know who rules the world, man. But the thing is, we chose to be at a lower state by worshiping the gods of the Arabs like Muhammad, right? We put ourselves lower because even in the Quran it says that Allah exalted the children of Israel, put them higher than everyone else. So if you subscribe to Islam, then you're just subscribing to be less than the chosen people. But the thing is, you blacks and Hispanics are the chosen people. Allah chose the Israelites. We know what we worship. We got the Quran, we got the Bible, we got the Hadith, we got science, we got Google, right? We got what's that? Encyclopedia. You can find out all the information on your phone. It's not hard. But we know what we worship. We know what we worship. We come out here to talk about your Christmas, man. Your Merry Christmas. You know, last year, in 2022, a Christmas tree lit on fire and killed 12 people in the house, 9 children, 3 adults. Where was God at? Right? God not dealing with that Christmas, man. It's pagan, okay? Right? They think a fat white man gonna come and give them some gifts. And then they put their kids on a fat white man lap and take pictures, man. Knowing that the white man is a pedophile. Right. All praise to the Most High, man. The truth is out, man. The gig is up. The jig is up. Right. Arnold Schwarzenegger looking ass. I'm a clown this Christmas, man. We clowning Islam. We clowning Christianity. We clowning this fat white man. So let's go to the Britannica. That's what it's called. And in the Britannica, we're going to talk about Christmas. What's your second job? You're a Santa Claus is your second job?
Butt face.
Yeah. They got fake beards. So let's go into the history of Christmas. Let's see if it's really about Jesus Christ, or let's see if it's a made-up holiday to worship the gods of the Romans. With y'all putting up this Christmas tree, right, giving gifts and celebrating this white man, y'all are worshiping the God of the Romans, man. And the Romans were white people, calling black people niggas. The first time we see white people calling black people niggas is in the Bible. It's documented. Right? The prophets and the teachers was called niggas in the Bible, okay? We gotta take that like that's ours now. Right? Right? Was you ever called a nigga because you black as shit? You ever was called a nigga? Hey, Abdul. Salaki. Mahmad. Ahmed. Right? Bring that out.
Christmas, Christian festival,
right? It's supposed to be a Christian festival. Keep going.
celebrating the birth of Jesus.
Right, but there's nowhere in the Bible that you're going to be able to find the date and time that Jesus was born. Now, we can show in the Bible, which we will show, that Jesus was born while the shepherds were tending their sheep at night. Right? But there is no type of evidence to show that Christmas is on December 10th. The birth of Christ is in December. But we can prove what comes on this December day, what comes on this month, right? And it's going to be right here in your history of Christmas. Bring it out. You celebrating Christmas, sister? You celebrating Christmas, you know that's against God? You're against God, huh? That's why God against your kids, right? That's why your kids getting locked up. That's why your kids get shot. Right? You made God an enemy, right? So hold on to them tightly, man, because you're running out of time. Bring it out.
The English term Christmas, Mass on Christ's Day.
Right? It's mass. It's like mass.
Mass.
Mass on Christ's Day. That's what Christmas is. Mass on Christ's Day. Right? Keep going. It's false, by the way. Right? Keep going.
It's a fairly recent origin.
It's a fairly recent origin. This idea of Christmas being the day that Christ was born is a fairly recent ideology. Putting your kids on a fat white man lap is a new thing, man. Right? Our people love the white man, man. Our people will kill somebody that look like them and say, "I'm sorry, sir," to the white man. Right?
They'll put
their
daughter on that nigga though.
Yeah, and he'll, what you want?
It's crazy.
What you want? Rub on her back like Joe Biden. Right? All your mass sinners at the mall is another Joe Biden, man. Keep reading.
The earlier term Yule may have derived from the Germanic Joe or the Anglo-Saxon Geo, which referred to the feast of the winter solstice.
Right? This origin, right? The earlier terms for Christmas goes back to the winter solstice. You're celebrating the sun. You're worshiping the sun on Christmas, man. Not the Son of God. We're talking about the sun, the light in the sky. Something that was created. But y'all don't worship the creator. Y'all worship the creation. Like what? Like the sun. Like even like Christ. Our people worship Christ, man. But Christ is a creation.
They say they decorate little small trees and put up the ancestors that died, and like so they worshiping they dead people too, like
Yeah.
their family, put their grandmoms, grandpops, and cousins, and all people from the past and everything that's not here no more. That's all.
People worship their zodiac signs.
Winter solstice.
Yeah.
They worship their zodiac signs.
And I remember a show where there was Christmas. I remember a show that was like spirits of the dead around. I forgot what this was. Right. So I could see how that ties in. That's actually a part of the worship. Right. So the earlier term for Christmas is a celebration of the winter solstice, King. Right? This is against God, King. This is worshiping an idol, man. Your Christmas tree is an idol, man. That's why last year that Christmas tree burned up 12 people, man. 9 kids. It could have been yours. You keep worshiping that Christmas tree, it's going to be, right? It's going to be your kids burning in that lake of fire. Right? Right? So this winter solstice. In fact, let's go into that. Let's go into this winter solstice. So what we just read was out of the encyclopedia. What Christmas is. You can find out what Christmas is. Right? It's not the birth of Christ. So the winter solstice off of history.com.
Not to forget, the good old white man wrote that.
It's the white man's documentation. Worship the white man, right? Go ahead.
The winter solstice is the shortest day and longest night of the year.
Right? The winter solstice is the shortest day, longest night of the year. That's why the sun is down at 4:30. Right? Keep going.
In the northern hemisphere, it takes place between December 20th and 23rd.
Right? So the winter solstice takes place between the December 20th and December 23rd. And ironically, you celebrate Christmas on the 25th. See, we can prove that the winter solstice is what you're celebrating in this season. You cannot prove that Christ was born on December 25th. Keep going.
Depending on the year. The reverse is true in the southern hemisphere, where the shortest day of the year occurs in June. Cultures around the world have long held feasts and celebrated holidays around the winter solstice.
All right, say that again.
Cultures around the world.
Cultures around the world. We're not talking about the Jews because that's not their culture, right? The real Jews, which you so-called Negroes, right? We're not Arabs, right? It says that these cultures were celebrating this winter solstice around the world. Keep going.
Fire and light are traditional symbols of celebrations held on the darkest day of the year.
Right? Fire and light is a part of the celebrations, and because of the darkest day of the year, this is how they celebrated the winter solstice. And here our people go lighting up a Christmas tree until it light up your family. And then they lighten up their house. They got lights all around the house. You celebrate Christmas? I got a feeling you're Hispanic. Right? This is how they celebrated the winter solstice, by setting fires and making lights because it's the darkest time of the year. Keep going.
The winter solstice is the day of the year with the fewest hours of daylight.
Y'all know Christmas is not the birth of Christ, but it's actually a pagan holiday that they worship the God of the white man. Right? Our people love the white man, man. Look, the white man behind you know he's nodding his head, yeah, man. You know, man. Our people don't, though. Blacks and Hispanics don't know shit. All they know is the white man said I was Puerto Rican. The white man said I was the color out of a crayon box. Coochie Kid said turn to Toby, man. What's up, Napoleon Dynamite? Yeah.
So you're trying to speak about hate, right?
The history of Christmas.
Yeah, history of Christmas, but American history, we're slavery, right?
Yeah.
But you're speaking about this, and you assume that I was walking by thinking I had the opposite opinion than you. I was out of my head now.
We don't give a fuck what you're doing.
Me?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I'm telling you, I know that I don't give a fuck about what you're doing, man.
How do you say that I don't give a fuck what I'm doing?
I don't care what you give a fuck about.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
What you gonna do, a dance Napoleon Dynamite?
You seen that movie?
Yeah, you look just like him, man.
Not Pedro, the other dude.
No, yeah, Napoleon Dynamite. Like Napoleon Bonaparte. You probably his answer.
There's a movie about that.
What?
Napoleon. There's a movie about it.
Napoleon Dynamite or Napoleon Bonaparte?
Bonaparte, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not that good.
You wanna bow down before you leave?
About what?
Bow down to the men of the Lord before you leave. We're gonna chop your knees off in that day anyway, man. You ain't gonna have no choice, white boy. Right? They're the weakest people on this earth, man. They're the weakest, most disgusting people on this earth.
But saying is help.
Right? We love you, King. All praises. Right? Who?
Turn around for
Who that, Jake?
Oh,
White boy?
yeah.
He ain't gonna do nothing. These little boys ain't gonna do nothing, right? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, what should we come out here for, man? Because y'all the greatest people on this earth, man. Right? We rising our nation up, and that's not turning to God, man. That's not turning to the white man or the Arab man. Right? We gotta come back to the laws of God, not the cobblestone, man. You turn to that cobblestone, man, that thing is just gonna get flooded. That thing ain't working. Right? Keep going.
The winter solstice is the day of the year with the fewest hours of daylight, and it marks the start of astronomical winter.
Right? It marks the start of the astronomical winter. Right? Keep going.
After the winter solstice, days start becoming longer and nights shorter as spring approaches.
Right? This is the winter solstice, the death and the birth of the sun. The death and the birth of the sun is the worship of Christians. And not talking about the Son of God. That's the thing. They're trying to correlate the death and the birth of the sun that's in the sky, and they try to correlate that with the death, with the Son of the Most High God. Man. And you blacks and Hispanics following for that 52 fake out, man. Y'all getting destroyed. Right? Keep going.
Humans may observe the winter solstice as nearly as Neolithic period.
Right? Neolithic periods, they were serving this winter solstice. Keep going.
The last part of the Stone Age.
You celebrate Christmas, sis? You do? You know that's against God? You know that's a pagan day? It's not the birth of Jesus Christ. We're actually proving it. All our people got to do is look up origins of Christmas on their phone, and you'll find out that it has nothing to do with Jesus Christ. Right? Say that again.
The last part of the Stone Age, beginning about 10,200 BC.
Right? You don't know about all that, but keep going.
Neolithic monuments such as New Grange in Ireland and Maeshowe in Scotland are aligned with sunrise on the winter solstice.
They align with the sunrise. So what's that? It said the French. It said who else?
Maeshowe in Scotland.
Scotland and French. These are white nations, man. Right? We celebrate the days of the white man, sis. We celebrate Christmas. You celebrating a fat white man coming down your chimney, sis. All praise to the Most High, right?
Right, sis.
What about y'all? Y'all putting y'all kids on the fat white man lap at the mall? All praise to the Most High, man. All praise.
Christians come from the white man too, man.
Yeah. Christianity does come from
the white man too.
You know Christ is a black man? You know Christ is a black man? That's not what the Bible says. See, y'all people serve their own opinion.
So you saying Christ is a rainbow?
Right? The Bible says that Christ has feet of bronze as if it burned in a furnace, but woolly hair. Why our own people want to ignore that? Right? They rather think that that's him, that Jesus is a white man, a white dog. Right? Jesus coming back to kill, man. That's a black man. He about to do a drive-by on these nations, man. Right. And we ain't talking about on those sled and reindeer. Talking about on the cloud, right? Keep going.
Your dog don't want to go.
Your dog gonna eat better than you.
Right.
Keep going. How you
Free
feel
that
about
dog from that dog?
You celebrating Christmas? No? Why? Y'all just never did that in India? Y'all never did that in India? But why? So why do the Palestinians come to America and celebrate Christmas? Indian, but the same thing. Y'all come down, your woman's wearing little dresses now, but y'all ain't do that over there in India. Your women's love black and Hispanic now, man. Right. Blacks and Hispanics, man. I gotta get out of this Christmas spirit, man. Putting your kids on a fat white man lap, taking pictures, man. What's going on with our people? Right? Keep going.
Some archaeologists have theorized that these tomb-like structures served a religious purpose in which Stone Age people held rituals to capture the sun on the year's shortest day.
All right, fuck the Stone Age. Let's go to the Roman holiday.
Ancient
we don't care about no stones, man. Right? We don't want them. Bring that up.
Roman holidays. Ancient Romans held several celebrations around the time of winter solstice.
Right, the people in rulership of the Romans were white people. They said they were holding these celebrations. What did it say? Held several celebrations around the time of the winter solstice. They held several celebrations around the time of the winter solstice. Keep going.
Saturnalia, a holiday in honor of Saturn.
Right, so you're not only worshiping the white man, but you're worshiping a planet. Right. Saturnalia is actually a god that the Romans used to worship. So when you're celebrating Christmas, you're worshiping the white man's god. worshiping, celebrating Christmas religiously. You Negroes and Latinos, y'all worship the white man. Y'all worshiping the winter solstice, and y'all worshiping Saturnalia. It has nothing to do with the birth of Christ. Keep going. Right, the white man won't say now because he wants us to keep worshiping his day, man. He wants us to worship his God and decorate Christmas trees and put our kids on fat white people laps and take pictures, right? Keep going.
Saturnalia, a holiday in honor of Saturn, the god of agriculture.
Right, the God of agriculture. This is what our people. This is what our people worship on Christmas because y'all hate God, man. Right? Y'all don't worship God. Y'all don't know how to worship God. How do you worship God? And nobody's going to answer that question. They're going to say pray. But God said he don't hear your prayers if you're a sinner. Right? So that don't work. Keep going.
Was a week-long celebration in the days leading up to the winter solstice. Saturnalia was a hedonistic time.
Right? Saturnalia was a hedonistic time, huh?
When food and drink were plentiful.
Right, where food and drinks were plentiful. What's y'all Christmas celebration looking like? Food and drinks that's plentiful. Worshiping the god of Saturnalia, the Romans' god of agriculture. The white man's god, man. Fuck the white man.
Fuck the white
and his
man.
wife. Keep going. All right, we got to chill. We got to strike last time. Fucking with Thanksgiving. We got to strike and chill on that Thanksgiving rebuke.
And the normal Roman social order was turned upside down.
The Roman social order was turned upside down, right? Keep going.
For a month, enslaved people were given temporary freedom and treated as equals.
For a month, enslaved people was treated like equals, man. This is what got you Negroes and Latinos celebrating this day, man. It's systematic. It's conditioned in your mind. So your ancestors, right, they were slaves. So they got a little break for a month. So they was like, listen, man, we can't wait for Christmas.
Right.
We can't wait.
Like equals this month.
We eating turkey.
Mexico levels.
Right. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, man, y'all are in a deep sleep. Right? Keep going.
Business and schools were closed so that everyone could participate in the holiday festival.
The holiday festivals, man. Right? Christmas gave you Negroes a month of freedom. That's why y'all love Christmas so much, because y'all still in slavery. Y'all can't wait for Christmas, man. It was a time, man, I couldn't fucking wait for this day, man. And we was broke all the time, man.
You ever ran a tree saying kumbaya with your slave master? Man?
Being sad because we couldn't get our kids everything they wanted. You know what I mean? Our people worship Christmas, man. Hey, King, you know Christmas is a pagan holiday? Huh? All praise to the Most High, man. We're coming out here to give wisdom and understanding, because wisdom and understanding thrives in the streets,
Right.
not behind the building. Keep going.
Also, around the time of the winter solstice, Romans observed a Juvenalia, a feast honoring the children of Rome.
Right, so now at the same time they celebrated the winter solstice, they were celebrating the children, the white children of Rome. So that's what you're doing when you celebrate Christmas. It has nothing to do with God, man. It has everything to do against God. Your Christmas is against God. And y'all love being against God, don't y'all, man? Y'all love burying y'all kids, man. Right? Our people can't get enough of it. They just popping kids and burying them, right? Keep going.
In addition, members of the upper classes often celebrated the birthday of Mithra on December 25th.
Right, on December 25th. So we got emphatical proof that the winter solstice was a custom for a very long time that they celebrated in this season. Not only that, but we show that they were celebrating the white kids, the Roman children, right? And now we got, who was her name?
Mithra.
Mithra. whose birthday was on December 25th. So the birthday you're celebrating is not Christ. The birthday you're celebrating is Mithra, the birthday of these Romans who celebrate. Keep going.
Mithra was an ancient Persian god of light.
An ancient Persian god of light. And here y'all go, lighting up a Christmas tree. Right? Keep going.
It was believed that Mithra, an infant god, was born of a rock.
Born of a rock. Oh man, this is just, it makes all the sense in the world why y'all love Christmas trees and Kaaba stones. Kabul stones. It's no longer a Kaaba, it's a Kabul. It's a Kabul stone. Just a rock. And all people bow down to, right? Keep going. See, Moab like that shit, man. Moab like to see us fighting each other. He looking for a fight. Right? Keep going.
For some Romans, Mithra's birthday was the most sacred day of the year.
Right? For some Romans, for most Romans, Mithra's birthday was the most sacred day of the year. And guess what you blacks and Hispanics do with this Christmas? It's the most sacred day of the year for you blacks and Hispanics, man. Y'all love Christmas, man.
Go broke for one day.
Passing, yeah. All people go broke for this bitch's birthday. Right? Keep going.
In the later Roman Empire, Mithra blended with Sol Invictus.
Right? You know Christmas is pagan, king? You know Christmas is a white man's holiday? It's a Roman holiday, man. They celebrating the winter solstice. They celebrating the children of Rome. And they celebrating Mithra, the birthday of Mithra. Emphatically. Right? This emphatically. This is straight to the point. We can prove that these are the days that you're worshiping when you celebrate Christmas. These are the deities and the entities that you're worshiping on your Christmases, man. It got nothing to do with Jesus Christ, man. Why you got a white man on your yard? Why it's not a black man who the world calls Jesus Christ? Right? You don't worship Jesus, man. Keep going.
In the later Roman Empire, Mithra blended with Sol Invictus, god of the unconquered sun.
So say that again.
In the later Roman Empire, Mithra blended with Sol Invictus, god of the unconquered sun.
So now Mithra, and what was his name? Sol Invictus. So you got Mithra, you got Sol Invictus, you got the winter solstice, and you got the children of Rome that was celebrated on December 25th. It was never about Christ. The birthday of Christ was created by the Romans who killed Christ. But they correlated it with all their pagan gods. And they made it real convenient for you simple Negroes and Latinos that never looked up the origins of Christmas in your life. It made it that easy for them to correlate this white Jesus, the birth of that white Jesus, with all their other gods. And got you simple Negroes and Latinos, man, really doing this, really celebrating this religiously. Keep going.
Some theorists believe the early Roman Catholic Church may have chosen the same date for Christmas in order to supplant pagan rituals.
What? Say that again.
Some theorists believe the early Roman Catholic Church may have chosen the same date for Christmas in order to supplant pagan rituals.
Right? They made you believe that Christ was born on December 25th so that they can get you blacks and Hispanics and all the Israelites to sin against the Most High God. Right? It's a crafty council, sis. They got our kids sitting on a white man's lap taking pictures, man. Teaching our kids that a white man breaking in the house through the chimney. And our kids want to be up, peeking out the bedroom, hoping to catch you.
Yep. Shit is crazy. Man.
Right? If a fat white man is in your house with a red bag, it's putting your kid in it. Right? That's what the white people known for, man. That's what white people known for.
Right.
For putting your kids in a bag, right? And then selling them. Right? For a nick. Saint Nick, man. There's more on that. That's it on that. Right? So we got the winter solstice, we got Mithra, we got Sol and Viticus, and we got the children of Rome being celebrated on December 25th. And you cannot prove that Jesus Christ was born on December 25th, sis. So why are we celebrating Christmas, sis? We don't know, because we don't know what we worship. Right? Our people don't know what they worship. You a Jewish man? No? Your hair was born like that, red? You was born with red hair like that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it grew out like that.
It grew out like that?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen any other nation of people have red hair like that?
Irish?
Irish, but they're white people too.
Yeah, I'm Irish.
Yeah, so you're white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, Muhammad wasn't an Arab. You know what I mean? He's a white man.
Muhammad is your folks.
That's great.
You believe in the Bible? Yeah, because it's against you. You know, God is your enemy. You know that?
Yeah.
You know that, right? That's why your beard is a form of leprosy. That's why it's red and your skin has leprosy. Right? So the white, you being white, you're the only nation of people on this earth that doesn't have melanin. So you're the only people on this earth that need sunblock. The plants don't need sunblock, animals, blacks and Hispanics, every other nation on this earth, they thrive in the sun. But for some reason, God created you to die in the sun. So not only the SU1 going to kill you, but the SO1 going to kill you too, man. The Son of God, man. You're going to drag the elite of your people to Basra and stomp y'all out like a wine press. How you feel about that? How you feel about everything that your ancestors did to us, we're going to do to your children?
I honestly support that.
You support it? All praise to the Most High. So bow to the men of the Lord before you leave. No, on your knees. On your knees. You're going in slavery, boy. Right. Got no respect for Christmas. We ain't got no respect for the white man. We got no respect for the Arabs. Right? And we're going to continue to do this as long as the Most High keep allowing us to come out here, man. Right? Y'all celebrating Christmas, man. At the same time, your kids getting shot all December. That's your gift. So, let's go to Deuteronomy 12 and 29 NLT Public Assure, and go to Jeremiah 10 and 2 in the KJ. Oh, praise. Let me get that in Deuteronomy first.
12 and 29.
Deuteronomy 12 and 29 in the NLT.
Deuteronomy 12 and 29 in the NLT. When the Lord your God goes ahead of you and destroys the nations, and you drive them out and live in their land.
Like the Lord goes ahead of us and destroys these nations, man. Just like what we see in Palestine, right? That's what we see in Israel. Is the Most High going ahead of us. We ain't got to do nothing. He's going to do it for us, right? And that's what's happening, right? But in order for this to happen, we can't be doing these Christmas days, man. We can't be doing these things like that. So now it's happening for the children of Israel, but your children might not be a part of that reward, that collection, man. Your children may not be a part of that gathering, man, because we want to be Muslim, we want to be Christian, we want to celebrate Christmas and 4th of July and Thanksgiving, man. So your kids might not get gathered while the Most High is going ahead of us to take these nations out the land so that we can dwell in them safely, right? Keep going.
Do not fall into the trap of following their customs.
Don't fall in the trap of following after the Greeks. Don't fall in the trap of following after the Romans. Don't fall in the trap of following after the Chinese, man. Right. Don't fall in the trap of following their customs. Now, what's one of their customs? A celebration of a lot of food and a lot of drinks on December 25th. That's the custom of the Romans. And here our people, blacks and Hispanics, go celebrating December 25th, the same day that the white man was celebrating. Let's worship his gods, man. The winter solstice. What's that bitch name? Mithra, Sol and Viticus, and the Roman children, man. We're going to celebrate when the white kids is in chains, man. Right? Keep going.
And worshiping their gods.
Right?
Do not inquire about their gods, saying, how do these nations worship their God?
How do we worship Saturnalia? How do we worship Jesus Christ? Let's celebrate his birthday. There is nowhere in the Bible that says to celebrate the birth of Christ. It says to remember his death and resurrection, right? We keep the Passover because that happened around that time, right? And we're going to remember that because he's coming back. But it don't say to celebrate the birthday of Jesus Christ, man. Nowhere in the Bible. But our people want to know how to worship their gods. Our people want to know how to get a cigarette burn on their forehead. Our people want to know how to put their kids on a fat white man lap, right? It's crazy. These other nations agree with us, but all people, if we went and told a nation that didn't even understand our language that they was the people of God, they will listen.
Yeah.
They'll take that inheritance. But you blacks and Hispanics, man, it's like, nah, I'm a good slave. I'm a good slave, man. I don't go against the Romans, right? Keep going.
Do not inquire about their gods, saying, how do these nations worship their gods?
I want to know how to rub my head in the rug. I want to know what they did to worship the children of Rome. And you know what that means? You from Mexico, right? Y'all from Mexico? Where you from? Where you from? Puerto Rico? Native? Well, you, where? Central America. My bad, but yeah, because the Mexicans always wear that. But this is a Hebrew Israelite custom. This God's customs, man. We wear that too, man. I'm Puerto Rican. So-called. That's how we should be inquiring how to worship our God, right? What do these fringes mean on your clothes, right? Why you got this Bible open with a microphone and a speaker, right? Why y'all come out here every week? Inquire, tell me about your God, man, because I haven't seen nobody shoot this shit up. Y'all be talking heavy, right? Ain't nobody, God must be protecting y'all, right? Keep going.
You must not worship the Lord your God the way the other nations worship their God.
We can't put our kids on the lap of a white man, right? And call him Santa Claus. We can't do that. That's just something we don't do, man. This is what God told us not to do. But guess what? Our people do it anyway, and we wonder why we have fatherless households, why we fill up the prison houses, and why our children is dying before the parents. Keep going.
For they perform for their gods every detestable act that the Lord hates.
Right? They perform for their gods every detestable act that the Lord hates. Like bowing down to wood and stone, like praying in public, right? Like decorating the Christmas tree. All these things is an abomination to God. You can't serve God if you're bowing to a stone. You can't serve God if you're yelling in the public and praying to God. God ain't dealing with that. But we want to know how they worship their gods, right? Our people want to know how the Arabs worship their God. Our people want to know how the white man worships his God. But not about the Bible. Keep going.
They even burn their sons and daughters as sacrifices to their gods.
Right? And you burning your kids by having them celebrating this Christmas. You're burning your kids by bringing them into Islam. You're burning your kids by having them bow to this white man on a wooden cross. You're burning your kids, man, by having them celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, so-called. Because really it's the birth of, what's her name? Mithra. That's just something I don't want to remember. Keep going.
So be careful to obey all the commandments I give you. You must not add anything to them or subtract anything from them.
You can't add Christmas to serving God, man. You can't add Thanksgiving. You can't add a prayer rug. You can't add a bean pie. Right? You can't add none of these things. The Most High said, keep my commandments, man. Don't do the ways and the customs of these other nations. And Christmas is a custom of these other nations. And you parents that got your kids celebrating Christmas, you are failing your children. You are getting your children murdered by God because you want to celebrate the ways of these other nations. And you don't know who God is and you don't know how to worship him. So what God needs you for? What God needs your kids for, man? Man. All right, we did winter solstice already? We did winter solstice. Let me get Jeremiah 2:10-2. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, man, we the Israelites, man. Yeah, I mean, we God's chosen people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians of Negroid and indigenous patrilineal descent. We can prove it with prophecy, history, and archaeology. Our people are not Christians, modern day Christians. Our people are not Muslims. Our people should not be celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's because it's getting our kids killed, man. The parents is getting their kids killed out here, man, by having them bowing down in stone, man. Got them wearing chakras and opening up their kundalinis, man. Got their kids becoming homosexuals. Y'all failing your kids by having them worship this Christmas and worship these other gods, man. It's pagan and God hates it. And he hates you for it. He don't hate the sin, he hates the sin. And your prayers are going nowhere, man. So when you're praying for your son to live a long life, it don't go nowhere. Keep the commandments and your children will live a full life. So bring that up.
Jeremiah 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Right? The Most High said, learn not the way of the heathen. Let's see one of these ways.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Sister, you know that the Christmas tree is in the Bible? Can I show you? You don't want to know, sis? You got a Christmas tree in your house? Oh, praise to the Most High.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Read up a little bit. Start from the top. Start from the top.
Jeremiah 10 from the top.
Two.
Jeremiah 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Right, we can't learn the way of these heathen, man. We can't learn the way of these people, right? Keep going.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
We can't be dismayed at the signs of heaven like the sun, right? Our people celebrating December 5th is really the celebration of the winter solstice, which is the death and the life of the sun, because we have the shortest period of sunlight at this month. And then at the end of the month, we start getting longer days. So this is what they're celebrating. They're celebrating the signs of the heavens, man. The sun and the stars in their horoscopes, right? They believe Muhammad went up to the seventh heaven on a flying camel, right? We can't be dismayed at these things that these heathens talk about, man. And Christmas is a heathen day. It's pagan and your kids getting killed for it. And you failing your kids by having them worship other gods, man. All praise to the Most High. Keep going.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
The heathen are dismayed at the sun. The heathen dismayed at the stars, man. We not dismayed at that, man. We dismayed at the Most High and his protection, his commandments, how he loves the children of Israel and none else, right? That's what brings us joy. Keep going.
For the customs of the people are vain.
The customs of these people are vain. Keep going.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
What you do with that Christmas tree? You got to cut the tree out the forest, right? Keep going.
The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
Right, you cutting the tree down. Go ahead.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
They're decorating it with silver and gold. This is the Christmas tree in the Bible. What else they do?
They fasten it with nails and with hammers.
Right? They fasten this tree in your living room with nails and with hammers, and they decorate it with lights. With silver and gold, man. That it what?
That it move not.
That it don't move, man. But it's a dead tree. And it's catching on fire and killing 12 people in the house. Keep going.
They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not.
They don't speak. Keep going.
They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good.
Right? Don't be afraid to stop celebrating Christmas. Because there ain't no evil that Christmas tree going. It's evil that is bringing from the Most High, but it can't do anything but bring evil onto the children of Israel. And it's doing nothing good by y'all celebrating this Christmas and putting a tree and decorating it with silver and gold and with these lights that they celebrated Saturnalia with in the winter solstice. Right, sis? All praise Shalom. All praise to the Most High, man. All praise, man. It's a great awakening. It's a great awakening in the black and brown community.
Right.
All praise to the Most High. We are no longer black and Hispanic. We know who we are, man.
Right.
We are the Hebrew Israelites, the children of God. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are God's chosen people. And we got to stop following the ways of these heathens, man. Because we are destroying our families by following the ways after these heathens. We are failing our children. And we're leading them to destruction. It's God who kills and makes alive. So when there's 500 homicides in Philadelphia, predominantly black and Hispanic and Native Indians, it's because of our idolatry. It's because of our disobedience to God. It's because of our lack of knowledge. Our lack of knowledge, because we don't know who we are, we don't know where we came from, we don't know where we at, and we don't know where we going. You Muslim? Hey, you Muslim? Yeah, why you Muslim? You chose me. What you know about Islam? What you know? Let's talk about it. You don't know nothing. You know a lot, but you don't want to talk about it. You ain't got nothing to talk about, right? You don't want to talk about it. I thought if I asked the Muslim a question, he had to answer the question. You know that Muhammad slept with a 9-year-old girl? See, black and brown, man, they need to wake up to what they worship because they don't know what they worship, man. Because salvation is for the Jews. It's not for the Muslims. It's not for the Arabs. It's not for Islam, man. In your Quran, it says that Allah made a covenant with the children of Israel and exalted them above all people on this earth. And blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the best people on this earth. We dance better, we fight better, we jump higher, we dominate in football, basketball, soccer. Anything that we do, we are the supreme race on this earth. Right. So when Allah said that he exalted the children of Israel, he's talking about us. Right? But our people want to follow the ways of the heathen because the Israelites were the first monotheists on this earth. The Israelites were the first people worshiping the oneness of God. The Arabs, the Muslims, they were polytheists. And they wanted to convert from polytheism to monotheism. So the Arabs converted themselves to be worshiping the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is only the God of Jacob. And you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the children of Jacob. And y'all need to stop forsaking your heritage to follow another nation's heritage, man. Right? Because it ain't working for our community. Right? Keep going. But you was done on that. So, since you next to me, let's talk about this Saint Nick. Hold on, let's go back. Let's go back to your pagan Christmas. We was at the winter solstice. The corresponding terms, because you was at the winter solstice. I was moving too fast, but go ahead.
Christmas.
The corresponding, as you finished at the winter solstice, and we jump to the winter solstice, let's continue there. This is the Britannica, the encyclopedia talking about Christmas. Keep on.
The corresponding terms in other languages, Navidad in Spanish.
Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Right? Keep going.
Italian. Well, in French, all probably denote nativity.
Right? Keep going.
The German word, Weihnachten, denotes hollow night.
It denotes hollow night, man. Keep going.
Since the early 20th century, Christmas has also been a peculiar family holiday,
Right? Christmas has been a secure family holiday. Keep on.
observed by Christians and non-Christians alike.
Right? Christians and non-Christians conserving this. So even people that don't believe in Christ celebrate this Christmas that's supposed to be about the birth of Christ. But you got people who don't even believe celebrating this, right? So you know it's not about that. Keep going.
Devoid of Christian elements and marked by an increasingly elaborate exchange of gifts. In this peculiar Christmas celebration, a mythical figure named Santa Claus plays the pivotal role.
Right? This mythical figure named Santa Claus plays the what is that? The what role?
The pivotal role.
The pivotal role of Christmas. Santa Claus. Where Santa Claus come from? Where Santa Claus come from? The birth of Christ. How we get Santa Claus out the birth of Christ? Keep going. The origin and development. Hey, you know how we got Santa Claus out of the birth of Christ? Anybody know why we got Santa Claus celebrated on the same day that we celebrate the so-called Jesus Christ's birthday? They don't know. They don't know what they worship, man. Keep going.
The early Christian community distinguished between the identification of the date of Jesus,
Right? Keep going.
Jesus' birth, and the liturgical celebration of that event. The actual observance of the days of Jesus' birth was long in coming. In particular, during the first 2 centuries of Christianity, there was strong opposition to recognizing birthdays of martyrs.
Right?
Or, for that matter,
See, there was an opposition of celebrating the birthdays of martyrs, those who died for this truth. Right? Keep going.
or for that matter, of Jesus.
Right? Or for that matter of Jesus, man. Right? There was against celebrating birthdays, including the birth of Jesus. Real Christians, right? Keep going.
Numerous church fathers offer sarcastic comments about the pagan custom of celebrating birthdays.
Of celebrating birthdays. What did it say? The pagan?
Numerous church fathers offer sarcastic comments
Sarcastic comments about what?
about the pagan custom of celebrating birthdays.
Right? Celebrating birthdays is a pagan custom. Right? The Most High not dealing with your birthday, man. Keep going.
When, in fact, saints and martyrs should be honored on the days of their martyrdom.
Right? The days that they die, not the days that they live. Right? We should respect how they died for this truth, man. Right? It say blessed, it say cursed is the day that I was born, man. Right? Keep going.
Their true birthdays from the church's perspective. The precise origin of assigning December 25th as the birth date of Jesus is unclear.
Right? It said the precise origin of assigning December 25th as the birth date of Jesus is unclear. Where did that come from? Where did Jesus Christ's birthday on December 25th come from? Because it did not come from the Bible. It was a lot of people out here when I first came out here. It's like as soon as we start talking, man, it's like they don't want to come down life of marking on them. Keep going.
The New Testament provides no clues in this regard.
The New Testament provides no clues in the regard of when Jesus Christ's birthday was. You're not celebrating the birth of Jesus, man. You're celebrating, what's her name? Mithra. You're celebrating Sol and Leviticus. You're celebrating Saturnalia and the winter solstice and the children of Rome. Emphatically, proven. No doubt about it. But there's a doubt that Christ was born on the 25th. It's very unclear, and they don't understand where this origin came from, where the idea of Jesus being born on December 25th came from. Right? From the white man, the Romans, right?
All praises, it wasn't documented, but simple ass niggas celebrate.
Yeah. And even when we're not, they'll celebrate it, even if it was documented. Yeah.
It ain't happening.
It ain't even happened. They still saying it still.
Black, Spanish, Native Indians, and Israelites, y'all better turn to the Most High before you turn in your grave, right? Keep going.
December 25th was first identified as the date of Jesus' birth by Sextus Julius Africanus.
Right? By Sextus Julius Africanus was the first person to identify the Jesus' birthday as December 25th. The first person documented that identified Jesus' birthday on December 25th. So let's go here real quick. Let's go to Julius Africanus. Read it from here. Matter of fact, read from the top. Let's go into Julius Africanus right here. Black, Spanish, Native Indians, man, y'all the Israelites. I love you, King. All praise to the Most High. Right? Keep going.
Sextus Julius Africanus, born C.A.D. 180 Jerusalem, died C. 250. First Christian historian known to produce a universal chronology.
Christmas is pagan, sis. God killing our kids for celebrating Christmas. Yeah, fuck Palestine. Go ahead.
His life is not well documented, but evidence indicates that Africanus traveled considerably in Asia, Egypt, and Italy,
Right. Keep going.
and later lived chiefly at Emmaus in Palestine, where he served as perfect.
Right.
He was named regional ambassador to Rome about 222 when he became a protege of the Emperor Severus Alexander.
Right. It said, what did it say he was? He became a protege of the Emperor.
The Emperor Severus Alexander.
It says he was named regional ambassador to Rome. Julius Africanus, a Roman, right, is the first person we see identifying Jesus' birthday on December 25th. How convenient a Roman. The same Romans that correlated the winter solstice, what's the bitch's name? Mithra, her birthday, right? The winter solstice, Saturnalia, the same people, the Romans, that were celebrating and worshiping all these deities on December 25th. This guy, Julius Africanus, correlated Jesus' birthday on that day. How convenient, right? To keep you so-called Negroes and Latinos in sin. Where was you at? You was doing me. All right. You on one widespread.
One widespread explanation of the origin of this date is that December 25th was the Christianizing of the Dies Solis Invicti Navy, day of the birth of the unconquered sun.
The unconquered sun. So they made Jesus' birthday on the birth of the unconquered sun. Keep going.
A popular holiday in the Roman Empire that celebrated the winter solstice.
That celebrated the winter solstice. So Africanus, what was he of Rome? An ambassador of Rome. The same people who worship the winter solstice and Saturnalia correlated Jesus Christ on December 25th. Right? Keep going.
Celebrated the winter solstice as a symbol of the resurgence of the sun.
Right? Of the sun. They're worshiping the sun, man. Not the Son of God. We're not supposed to worship the Son of God. We got to give respect to the Son of God. We worship the Most High, the oneness of God, like only the Israelites do. Right? We don't bow down to wood and stone, man. Keep going.
The casting away of winter and the heralding of the rebirth of spring and summer.
Right?
Indeed, after December 25th had become widely accepted as the date of Jesus' birth.
All right, who accepted December 25th as Jesus' birth? Who accepted that? Because that's made up. It's not in the Bible. You worshiping what you don't know. Right? Keep going.
Christian writers frequently made the connection between the rebirth of the sun and the birth of the sun.
They're trying to make a connection of the rebirth of the sun and the birth of the sun. This is what the Romans was doing, man. This is all designed, man. This is a crafty counsel to keep you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in idolatry, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians fill up idolatry, man. We are an idolatrous people, right? Our people are Christians and Muslims. Our people are Christians and Muslims, man. And it's all idolatry. If you really want to serve God and you want to get to know God, you got to go to the Bible. That's why your 6 articles of faith tell you you got to go to the Torah, you got to go to the prophets and the Injil, because you're not going to find out anything about God in the Quran. Right? You have to go to the Bible. So if you really want to know about God and what he likes and what he doesn't like and things like that, you're not going to find it in the Quran.
If the Quran was giving you your own heritage, you wouldn't be reciting the Bible.
Yeah. If the Quran was giving you your heritage, it wouldn't have to recite the Bible. But our people, man, they can't think too deep. They got an attention span of like 3 minutes, right? Keep going.
One of the difficulties with this view is that it suggests a nonchalant willingness on the part of the Christian church to appropriate a pagan festival when the early church was so intent on distinguishing itself categorically.
All right, you know what you guys. We're going to wait till this pass by. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Oh, y'all in the Christian spirit? You in the Christian spirit, sister? You in the Christian spirit? You in the Christian spirit? No, that's what's up, sis. That's a bad spirit to be in. That's an evil spirit to be in the Christian spirit. It's a pagan holiday, man. Right. All praise to the Most High, man. Hey, man. All praises. Our people know what's going on. At least they doing that. All right, what's a pagan holiday? All right, now they're gonna have to get grounded up. What's a pagan holiday? Going against the days of God. What's the days of God? Are you keeping those days of God? Right? Are you pagan by not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments? So it don't matter if you're not celebrating a pagan holiday if you're a pagan. If you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you are pagan. So choosing one day not to celebrate because you know that it's pagan does not give you salvation. Right? It does not give you a relationship with God. Keeping the commandments give you a relationship with God, because if you don't keep the commandments, then he don't hear your prayers. Right. According to the Bible, he killing your kids, man. Keep going.
One of the difficulties with this view.
What's your badge number? She like a straight up cop. Say you look like you snorted with Scarface type shit.
Got his nose high.
Yeah, they gonna get destroyed by Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ coming back to destroy them. Man. The Bible says there's not going to be no more remaining of them. No more remaining of the European Caucasian white man.
Yep.
Right? Spanish, Native Indians, man. If y'all really want to serve the oneness of God, the Israelites was the only people on the earth serving monotheism. Right? The Arabs were polytheists. So Islam is not for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This Bible is, man. The laws of God is our inheritance. Right? And Christmas is not our inheritance, man. That's pagan. They worshiping another God, and God is jealous. Right? Y'all celebrating Christmas? Yeah, all praise to the Most High, man. Y'all the greatest people on this earth, man. Y'all are God's chosen people, man. And we got to turn back to the laws to save our kids, man. The laws of God, fuck America. Right? No peace in the Middle East. Right? The Most High moves ahead of us to destroy these nations and get them out the lane. And that's what's happening over there in the Middle East. Right? Because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we're keeping the laws of God, kid. Right? We turning back to the Most High. The Most High destroying these crackers, man. Right? Right? Destroying these same niggas. Right? Right? We're going to change their last name, man. We're going to change the white man last name in that day, man. We're going to send postcards of him getting lynched on trees, man. Right? We're going to give them double. The Most High sent his son and said, give them double the cup. So keep going.
One of the difficulties with this view is that it suggests a nonchalant willingness on the part of the Christian church to appropriate a pagan festival when the early church was so intent on distinguishing itself categorically from pagan beliefs and practices.
Right? They were trying to distinguish themselves from pagan beliefs and practices, but they brought in this pagan holiday, man. Right? The Christians have failed you, man. Y'all depended on the white man to teach you a book that's yours.
Right.
Right? So the Bible is a letter sent to black and brown people, but the white man stole the letter like he stole everything else, right? He said, I'm gonna make this letter apply to me. I'm gonna sign my name here. Right? I'm gonna paint their Messiah to look like me. They made our letter become theirs, but they can't understand that letter. Right? If a letter sent to me, he's not gonna understand. Right? I don't know what's going on. That's why they never changed the text of the Bible. Because they never understood the Bible. They never understood how much power this Bible had. Because it was just gibberish to them. All they read was Paul, and they read John 3:16. That was it. Right? So they was like, okay, we don't got to change nothing. Just tell them that the Old Testament is done away with. Tell them that God's laws is done away with. If God's laws is done away with, why are we honoring our mother and our father? Right. You teaching your kids that the laws of God is done away with. That's why your kids have no respect for you. Right. Right? That's why they're murderers, because the law says thou shalt not murder, but you're saying God's laws is done away with, so now your kids is murdering. It's, God says don't practice witchcraft. And witchcraft, y'all celebrating Christmas? Y'all celebrating Christmas? Yeah, you know Christmas is a pagan holiday and God hates Christmas. And it's in the Bible, so you hate God, huh? You want to give a thumb up to that? You hate God? I want to see a thumb up, just so God could be a witness. Right? Our people celebrate everything the white man gave them. They celebrate a fat white man coming down your chimney. And they putting your kids on a fat white man and taking pictures with him. Crazy, man. But they don't serve the Bible. They don't serve God, though. I know how to celebrate Christmas, but I don't know how to serve God. I know how to celebrate Thanksgiving. Y'all never read the origins of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a celebration of the slaughtering of Native Indians. And we got blacks and Native Indians celebrating Thanksgiving. Right? Christmas is a celebration of Saturnalia, the winter solstice. Who else was her name? Mithra and Sol and Viticus, and the children of Rome. If you looked it up, you will find out. The bitch. Right? I don't want to remember that. You know what I mean? Right? So keep going. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, they come out of all that. Keep going.
The second view suggests that December 25th became
You ever wonder why you're so red, but they call you white? You ever think about that? Like you're not really white, right? Right? Yeah. Where are you from? What's your ethnicity? German and Irish. But they call you a white people, right? But you're red. Right? You ever thought about that? Like, why they call me white? Why they call him black if he's not the same color as his group? Right? But they celebrate this white man on a sled and reindeers. You want to bow to the men of the Lord before you leave? Just on your knees. Yeah. You do it at the white church, right? When the white priest is teaching, but when he reading the Bible, you get your knees on the podium. But when it's blacks and Hispanics, black and brown, you ain't gonna bow down to the men of the Lord. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are God's chosen people, man. Right. Right. And we got next. We're taking the kingdom, man. Right. Right. You gonna do that? You gonna get on your knees before you leave? Get on your knees while we bring out the scripture. We're gonna bring out Isaiah 16:14.
Israelites?
Yeah, we Israelites. We the biblical Israelites, the ethnic Israelites. What you know about it?
Where the motherland at?
Where the motherland at is in the land of Israel. The land that's getting blown up right now.
I thought it was in America.
That's not the motherland. America about to get destroyed with thermonuclear destruction.
I thought.
Yeah. You don't see what's going on with the wars?
I see.
You got
Let me
America.
ask you a question. So you talking about higher powers and all that, right?
Yeah.
Do you really believe that your Lord will allow that to happen?
So
I'm asking you. Do you
Yeah.
really believe that?
Didn't he flood the earth and kill everybody but 8 people?
Listen though. So this is the thing with that, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm Muslim, so we
Why you Muslim?
I'm Muslim all my life. Why you Israelite?
Because I know what I believe.
So you're a Jew then?
I'm not a Jew.
Israelites
You'll be a Jew.
Israelites are Jewish.
No, they're not Jewish.
They
Right?
do.
If I said you was a childish, doesn't mean you're a child. It means you're acting like a
Yeah,
child.
I mean, I like that. You want to be particular.
Right? The Jews was in slavery in Egypt.
All right, so
The white man can't be on the beach for an hour without somebody.
Jesus is an Israelite, right?
Yeah, black man. See the prophets were burned in the furnace and woolly hair. And the prophets was called niggas in the Bible.
We want to talk about color, though.
Well, we is talking about color. Because you think them Jewish people are the Jews.
Let me ask you a question. So why you light skinned though?
What does that mean?
I'm just.
Solomon had multiple wives.
I said we talk about a white man and a black man.
Yeah, nobody's really black or white.
We're not talking about color though. We shouldn't talk about the color. Color doesn't have anything to do with it.
Well, it does have something to do with it. If the Bible is saying he had feet of bronze as if it burned in the furnace and woolly hair, what makes you think that it ain't got to do with nothing with color?
And the voice of many waters.
Yeah.
It's really about blood. Color is fucking.
Why was they called niggas in the Bible?
Why do we have all these different complexions when we need to ask you? Do you know that reason why?
Because the man holds the seed. And we can label any woman we want, but that is going to be the father. That's the child of the father. You are who your father is.
Who's the father of everybody?
The father of everybody we're going to say is going to be Noah and Adam.
Noah and Adam?
Well, Noah came from Adam, right? But everybody comes from Noah and his 3 sons, so it goes back to Adam.
You should say Adam.
Yeah, but it goes from
You're the children
Noah
of Adam,
and his
right?
3 sons, because all nations come from the 3 sons, which is Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
But we all children of Adam, right?
Yeah,
So we should start with Adam.
yeah, but the earth got destroyed, so we can't really go there. We got to go with Noah because civilization started with Noah, right? Right?
So what are we guys?
We are guys. The Bible says we guys.
What, John 10:30?
No, they said that was when they was questioning Christ about him saying that he was the Son of God. But he said, does it in your law and say that ye are gods? Right? And in the law, you gotta believe in your 6 articles of faith. You gotta believe in the Torah and Jill and the prophets and the Psalms. So you gotta believe that.
Yeah, the scroll and all that. Yeah, I got that. But it was other things that came before that too.
Like what?
I mean, things that we don't know about, right?
Was Islam?
I mean,
The Islam came before that?
Christianity. Islam came last, man.
Yeah.
No,
Arabs.
no, Christianity.
It was monotheism. Well, yeah, monotheism, which the Israelites was the only people on the earth serving monotheism, but there was nations on this earth before that.
How many tribes of Israelites?
12 tribes. We could say 13 added in, but it was 12. But Joseph got split with Ephraim and Manasseh, so they ended up, but it's 12.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what when Jesus said that he was sent to all nations, he was referring to the 12 tribes of Israelites, right?
Yeah. Because the 12 tribes are scattered in the 12 nations.
Right. So then when Christianity came, right? After all that, right?
Christianity came in the first century.
But it wasn't called Christians, though, right? What were they called?
It wouldn't be called Christians because Christian is like a new term, like Jesus. Jesus, the letter J is the newest letter in the alphabet.
It's only like 7 hours. I know.
Yeah, so
I know. It's not even 4 years from now. I know.
fine.
Right.
So his name can't be Jesus.
Right.
So they were followers of Yahushua.
He was followers of Christ, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Keeping the commandments. That's how you be a
So
follower of
who
Christ.
gave the names Christian?
Those who were watching those people following Christ. The Jews wouldn't call them Christians. No, what do you say? You know what I mean?
That's what that is.
But a Christian is a follower of Christ.
I
A
understand
true
it,
follower.
but they wasn't Christians then.
I would agree. I would agree that that term is a made up term, but they were followers of Yahushua.
So You're an Israelite. You're a Jew, right?
I'm not a Jew. I'm of the 10 tribes, the 10 lost tribes.
You're a Jew.
Yeah, that's the southern kingdom.
You're a Jew.
Yeah, southern kingdom for the Jews.
The real Jew.
There's 71 different kinds of Jews. So I'm asking you what you mean.
What you mean? There's
There's 71 different sets of Jews.
No, that's dealing with Judaism.
That's
We're not dealing
listen, all
with
right, so
Judaism.
listen.
That's what this is.
Listen. If you got
Where that come from? The
Jehovah
Bible?
Witness,
That come
listen,
from
you got Jehovah Witness, you got Baptists, you got Catholic, you got Christian. They all are Christians.
That's not denominations.
But listen, but they still all
All
under
these different
the
doctrines
umbrella
that's
of
taught. Basically, what I was telling you about Muhammad, how it might have different ways of voodoo. One guy might say, this is how you perform the voodoo. Then another guy might say, no, this is how I seen the Rasul perform the voodoo. That ain't nothing but different doctrines.
You a Muslim, bro?
Yes. We both have a lot of that nonsense because I read the Bible.
Alright, so who created
So you apostate.
The Bible is over 40 different authors.
So you apostate.
Who I was.
King James?
I'm just asking.
King James is translated the Bible.
I ain't trying to flex you.
I'm saying what got me out of that is the Bible. I found out.
Just translate.
I mean, I realized I'm not an Arab.
Isaiah, Jeremiah,
I mean, some of
Luke,
the famous
Matthew,
scholars are not even there.
Ezekiel.
They have
Moses.
shit. I know.
They're lost too. They're lost too.
All right, it's too much going on. Right, we want to get some
No,
edification.
it's not like when y'all talking and we talking.
Yeah, I know, but
You
it's
wanna
hard.
understand
It's hard.
all that? I mean, that's probably because you're on the mic, though.
Yeah.
You don't really need the mic.
Oh, well, we're out here. We came out. Yeah, I'm out here to lift up my voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions.
So the person
I just wanted to build with y'all.
All praise the Lord. Oh, we love y'all, man. You know what I mean?
Listen, I ain't come over here no snag or nothing like that.
If you wanted to, you could have came about so we know that you're not. You know, it's all up.
I just wanted to pick your brain. That's it.
Yeah, all praise the Lord. We out here. We out here for that.
So I wanted to pick your brain.
I heard the first person from Ethiopia had the Bible when he created he took the language from the Bible, which is over.
Go to Psalms 147:19. Right, the Ethiopians are children of Ham, so they're not the children of Israel. So even if they got their hands on the Bible, it doesn't mean it.
So where did it come from?
The Bible is a coalition of books. So these books are all different transcripts that they found through the Holy Land through
What
their
does that word mean?
excavations.
What does that word mean?
Israel means Yasharallah.
That's what I
It's a transliteration in Prince of Power. It's a transliteration of the Hebrew. That's what Israel is. It's a transliteration. I mean, and the Hebrew word for Israel would be Yasharallah.
But Hebrew was the first language, right?
Hebrew, we can say, was the first language here. Yeah, because they'll go to the Sumerian text. Some people will go back to the Sumerian text.
We don't want to say we want the truth, right? So was Hebrew the first language?
Every language that's here on earth derived out of the Hebrew.
So Hebrew was the first language.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So so now
Hebrew is not the first
I'll
language.
read the
Hebrew
Bible.
is not the first language. Eber, the father of Abraham, was the first Hebrew. Eber was the first Hebrew. So everyone before that, they weren't speaking Hebrew.
But if the first Bible if the first revelation was in Hebrew, right? Do you have that text? Do you read Hebrew?
Yes, we read Hebrew.
You do.
Yes,
You
we
have
read Paleo Hebrew. This is Paleo Hebrew.
Listen, do you have the original text?
The original text is, you can go on the internet and find the original text.
Do you have the
Yeah,
original
we have the original
Do you
text.
have it right now?
It's on the
Hey,
internet.
what you?
It's on the internet. You can just
No,
look it
I'm
up on
asking.
Google. Yeah, it's in our
You're
phone.
not-
It's in our phone.
you're not
It's in our phone. It's in our
He
phone.
got access.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
You got access to it.
So you read Hebrew?
Yes.
You read Hebrew. You
Yes.
speak Hebrew.
Yeah.
You gotta do all that.
Yeah, Abanawa Shabu Shabayam Kadasha Yashinkaya Harum Wafta Taba Ara Zaka, these are Hebrew.
I don't speak Hebrew. I just know that was the first revelation. It was revealed in Hebrew. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because God chose the Hebrew. He chose Hebrew.
Right. So, but you don't have the original text here.
We do though. All right, go to it. Go to where, all right, so that's perfect. So we can say anything we want, right? We can say anything we want. And you wanted me to prove it, so I'm asking you to prove when the text got corrupted and who corrupted it.
I mean, you gonna tell me because you.
And I'm gonna tell you that it was never corrupted. It was just translated. But you're saying that it's corrupted.
How many translations?
What's the translation? If I say water is agua, that's a
I mean,
translation.
I can translate it. I mean, you can translate it, but you might have a different translation than I do.
Well, that's why we go to the Hebrew, the Greek and Aramaic. To make it, to solidify this. The New Testament is written.
Was the Romans and the Greeks black or white?
The Romans were white people.
I could show you the Romans, a picture of the Romans.
Well, there was a time in the Dark Ages where it was black rulers in Europe.
You know
for
what
1,000 years.
you know what I want to say is like when I talk to Christians and when I talk to Israelites and any other like religion, right? That whole thing is you just gotta believe. It doesn't matter if you challenge something or you see a flaw. You just still right. No, but listen, that doesn't mean I'm right. Listen to the key word I said. I identifying myself. All right. So nobody got to get off. I found out for myself because I believe something different. That every time somebody call out, well, this is what happened over here when he talk about 6,000 people that got the same story, and he talk about 600 people, and then the same story, but it's in a different verse, a different chapter. I don't know the Bible like that. Right, I don't know it like that. I probably knew some. I read some stuff,
But they all say the same thing.
but now the numbers always change. So when
What you mean the
you
numbers
ask me, one verse says about 6,000 on the same floor or something, right? The next one, the number book is talking about the same one, but it's here 600. So you ask them, you're like, well, why is it? It's like, man, you just gotta believe, you know.
So what we do, we don't just believe, right? That's because we can prove this Bible with prophecy, history, and archaeology. Through prophecy, history, and archaeology, we can prove this Bible. Not only is this Bible the text with prophecy, history, and archaeology, but the Quran confirms the Bible. So we got a whole other book that confirms and recites the Bible. And we got American history textbooks that proves our prophecies.
But the Bible happened in the Bible happened in America. Though.
We never said that the Bible wasn't true. It just served their purpose. So the prophets that came and the messengers that came before that, and where that we accept those people. So we acknowledge Isa alayhi, man. We acknowledge Nuh, Musa, everybody, Ibrahim, his sons, everybody. We acknowledge these people. We're not saying, and you say you were Muslim. You say you were Muslim too.
No, we gave you.
No, I said you were. Right. See, they don't play the words, I'm cool with that too, though, because I pay attention. So that's why when I ask you a question, I want you to give me a straight answer. I don't want you to tell me we can say it. I don't want you to say anything. I want you to tell me if it's yes or no.
Because every time we give somebody an answer, we make sure we get it from what we believe in. You know what I'm saying? Because if I tell you anything without proving it, I will mislead you. I work.
What made you just read the Bible, though? How long was you Muslim?
If you look at that definition, I
So the Quran tells you guys to fight, right? So why would
we don't follow it? That's what I'm saying. Like, we know magic is real, right? But we don't practice it, right?
yeah.
So you understand that part. So that's hard. I've never teach you not to read the Bible. I read the Bible. Figured out why they don't want you to read the son of us.
All right, so
It's a clear separation between the Bible and the when you learn who the people are.
So, but don't they speak about the Prophet
in the Bible, no. Can you show me? Can you show me?
It's not a Hebrew name in it.
Can you show me?
Where?
It sounds the Bible.
Listen, yeah,
We
so
will prove that he's
you're
not
going to see a covenant, right? That speaks in tongues, right? A covenant is going to come after Isa, right? And it's going to speak in tongues, right? So you know it's in the Bible.
Oh, appreciate that. I got it's a lot. That's why I say it's hard to pay attention.
I would say the same thing y'all do with the Bible that you just did with your hand.
That's the thing.
You don't have to be. You don't
He's on the street. All right, you're right. He's not Muslim. All right.
You don't have to be.
All right, let's stay on track. All right, so look.
I don't go off the books. I only go off of what I say. Like this, they say the earth flat. They say it's a bubble, but I know we on the rim.
All right, so look. All right, first we're gonna deal with Quran. What did you say? Muhammad was saying.
It's Songs of Solomon.
Hold on. He was saying something.
They say that a covenant is going to come after.
A comforter. Oh, a comforter. All right. Let's see.
Listen, it's going to come after Isa alayhi salam, right? And it's going to speak in tongues, right?
No, that's not in the Bible.
Listen, the name they gave him, I'm not familiar with the Hebrew. So how would you convert Ahman in Hebrew? How would you say that? How would you say that? Yeah, because when you translate it from the Hebrew to the Arabic, that was his name, right?
What was his name? What was the two names? Okay.
He knows.
Okay.
He knows.
So in Hebrew,
But he knows. I want to hear him say it though. No, I want to. All right. So listen. So he knows, right?
Go to John 14.
But do you know what I'm referring to?
Yeah, he
Which
knew what
word
we
I'm
referred to.
talking about?
The comforter is not referring to the rest of it.
I mean, that's your belief. That's what you just saying, right?
Hold on. Where do you find it? Where do you find it?
Your email.
Where do you find it? Where do you find the comforter? In the Bible?
Yeah, it was in there.
All right, so let's go to the Bible. Go to John
John
14.
14 and 15.
Yeah.
Right? John 14 and 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Keep going.
And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter,
He's going to give us a comforter if we keep the commandments. You keep the commandments.
Listen,
Right? Keep going.
that he may abide with you forever.
So you believe that this comforter is talking about Muhammad. If we keep the commandments, that the Most High is going to send us Muhammad.
I have nothing but Yaqueen with that. I have
What's the Shaki?
certainty.
Certain.
Yes, I do.
So why did Muhammad came to force monotheism if they was already keeping the commandments?
I mean, why did Jesus come after Moses?
But all right,
No,
so
no,
let's
no,
see.
what are we
All
saying?
right, so read it again. We
Everybody
gotta read it again. Read it again.
No, you don't have to read it
Read
again.
verse 16. You got it.
Okay.
And I will pray
Start with 15. 15.
if you love me,
Uh-huh.
keep my commandments.
If we love God, we have to keep His commandments. His commandments is only found in the Bible, right? Keep on.
And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter.
So if we keep the commandments, we're going to be given a comforter. But Muhammad came to change polytheists to monotheists, so they wouldn't be keeping the commandments. So if Muhammad was the comforter, then he would be coming because we kept the commandments. But he came because they were Arabs that wasn't.
They were serving 360.
All right, so this is where Islam comes from, right? The monotheists on this earth was Israelites, right? Yasharallah. The Arabs were monotheists. They dedicated their Kaaba stone to Hubal. It was 360 guys sitting on top of the Kaaba stone. They would ask the idol a question, shoot an arrow at the idol, and whatever direction that the arrow landed would be the answer to the question. So Muhammad, right, converted from polytheism to monotheism. The Israelites was already monotheists. The Arabs were polytheists. So he forced by the sword through the Muslim conquest Islam on the people. So that's why there is Muslims. That's why we have Islam. It's because there was already monotheists. I've been an Israelite for 3 years. I'm Israelite my whole life, but as a practicing, law-keeping Israelite, I've been an Israelite for 3 years. What?
What was they located at?
What?
The Israelites. What are their nationality?
The nationality is Israelite. That's the nationality.
So,
Yasharallah.
This ain't no religion. This is our history and heritage.
So I'm trying to understand. So I'm just trying to understand something. So you're telling me that there were Israelites
25. 25. 14, 25.
in Saudi and Mecca and Medina and all that? That's what you're talking about?
Well, after 70 AD, the Israelites was kicked out the land by the Romans.
When he was there was
Yeah, so the Muslim conquest, Muhammad came in 609 AD, right? This is when Muhammad started his so-called prophethood, right? So-called, because
I don't want to.
All right.
I mean, because I'm not going to say anything to be disrespectful.
All right, just out of respect.
We're
So bring
going
it up.
to talk, but
Bring it
we're
up.
still going to respect each other,
All
right?
praise to him. Bring 45 and 60. Bring it up. Let him bring it up. He got it in the Quran.
And indeed, he gave the children of Israel the scripture
So Allah gave the children of Israel the scripture.
and the understanding of the scripture
The understanding of the scriptures is given to the children of Israel. Keep going.
and its laws
And the laws was given to the children of Israel. Keep going.
and the prophethood.
The prophethood was given to the children of Israel. So the prophethood is, according to the Quran, the prophethood given to the children of Israel is Muhammad Israelite. He's not an Israelite. So how, if you believe in the Quran, how can you believe that he's a prophet?
So why don't you still follow Noah? Why don't you still follow Noah? Why you don't follow Noah? Why you don't follow Adam? I'm asking because we were talking about people.
Well, because God made a covenant with the children of Israel. Go to Surah 2:4. Surah 2:4.
So the Baqarah, what verse?
Al-Baqarah 2:4.
It's a story.
Yeah. Let's get it out this room because they subscribe to the new one. It's not fixed. So it'll be 2 and 4.
What translation is that anyway? I know, but there could be another translation.
So can the Quran be corrected? Can the Quran be corrected?
Not the Arabic text.
Not the Arabic text, but the Arabic is here. Can you read Arabic?
All
All right. So
you can do it though, but I can follow along now.
if you feel as though that it's wrong in this text, then you can read the Arabic and let us know that it's the same thing. Right? All right. Surah 24. Where you at? 45? In the back is the high number, so it's going to be all the way in the front. On the right side. It's in English, but it's going from right to left. So the reason why we don't follow the customs of Abraham and all that, because the Most High gave laws to Abraham, the covenant he made with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. And this covenant consists of laws. So we follow these laws that the Most High gave to us. We don't follow with the Abrahamic covenant because Abraham would make temples everywhere and do sacrifices.
I mean, David had a scroll too, so
Well, David had a scroll.
he had like his own thing too. Though.
Yeah, he had the songs. He had a book of songs. But no, I'm not.
It's called the scroll. It's a word, right?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is Abraham, not a scroll, he was building altars, right? Altars where he can make a sacrifice to the Most High God. But when Solomon built the temple, when the Most High gave the laws to Moses to give to the children of Israel, he told us that there's going to be a temple being built. And Solomon built the temple. That's where we have to do our sacrifices. Now that the temple was destroyed from 70 AD, we no longer do that. But if we was following the ways of Abraham, then we'll just be setting out temples wherever we want. But we can't do that. That was an Abrahamic covenant. Now we're in a Mosaic covenant. So, Surah 2 and 40, right there.
O children of Israel, remember my favor which I bestowed upon you.
So, children of Israel, remember my favor, right? So, God has a favorite people, but if you say you're not an Israelite, then you're going to be a favorite, right? Keep going.
My favor bestowed upon you, and fulfill your obligations to my covenant with you, so that I may fulfill my obligations to your covenant with me.
So, the Most High, even here, the Most High made a covenant with the children of Israel. He didn't make it with Ishmael. The Kaaba stone was given to the Ishmaelites. It's not for us. So that's the thing.
Allah should not, though.
Yeah.
Allah should not. If you was Muslim, yo, you'll be a gat, bro. You'll be a gat.
See, but I'm not an Arab.
You don't have to be an Arab.
But that's a
You're not-
heathen custom.
So you from over? So you just say, hold on. So you said, where you say the Israelites from again?
The Israelites is from Israel.
It's Israel.
Yeah.
That's an Arab.
Originally, my ancestors is from Israel, but in the Bible, we can prove that the Israelites were scattered. And the northern kingdom will be coming over Israel. We can prove it, bro. It's all documented. The Arabs are a melanated people. The only people on this earth that's a people that's not of melanin is the white.
Where you get that from?
Tell me
Tell me where you get that from.
what? That the only people on earth that's not melanated is the European Caucasian white man.
I mean, we got. I mean, you said you were Muslim before. You never were
They're
Muslim.
not white.
You never was Muslim.
They got dark Arabs.
You never was Muslim.
I never was Muslim.
All right, but you were Muslim and you were Muslim, right?
Yeah.
So, where does all the different complexions come from? I'm just asking you. From everybody, all these different shades and complexions come from. Huh? No, that's where that got from. That's what that came from.
Well, two black people can make a white kid.
I thought it was because
So a black woman and a black man can make a white kid.
it's because of what Adam was created out of. That's what the different complexions.
All right, so you believe
That's what I
that?
believe.
All right,
You don't believe.
so you subscribe to the Hadith, right? You subscribe to the Hadith.
I believe.
You do.
Yeah.
All right, so if you subscribe to the Hadith, then you believe that out of Adam's what? Can you white people? Where did the color come from? According to the Hadith, the different shades of people,
White people came out of the spine of Adam.
and where did black people come from?
The spine of Adam.
I thought they came from the Caucasus Mountains. They was created.
So they was talking about that's a cool.
The Hadith.
I thought
Well, there was nobody a white person. The only people, loss of melanin is leprosy. Right, the first person we see gaining leprosy is Cain.
He said
Cain killing his brother Abel.
ordained.
Cain
White
was
people
a
came
clean
out
man.
from paradise.
Cain
He was the one that did the fruits and vegetables. He the one that created man.
to the fire.
He said he was a what?
He was the planner.
Yeah.
And his brother was evil.
Who, Abel?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what they said.
Who?
The Giants and stuff. You know about the Giants? Yeah, look at it.
All right, you say you believe in things you see. When you ever seen a giant besides Shaq?
No, I mean, listen. Well, you do know that Adam was
You
64
believe things.
cubits, right?
The oxygen level was at 35%.
Adam was 64 people.
Yes, he was 64 cubits.
That don't sell that in the Bible. I don't subscribe to that. So I
Was Cain and Abel? Was Cain and Abel the Giants?
Adam was
That
64
was
cubits.
in that time, it was living to be about 800 years old. So they
Who was
would
the oldest prophet? Who was the oldest prophet to live?
the oldest prophet to
Who
live.
was 900 years
It's
old?
Adam.
See how they laugh?
Oh,
You see how they laugh when I said about the Giants?
No,
But the
he was
Giants,
not. He was
they was
900 years
Canaan
old.
was a
He was not-
giant,
He
right?
was 9 centuries old.
They don't say
No,
Canaan
no
was a
one.
giant.
Was a all
He
right.
was 900 years old. He lived for 9 centuries.
So the oxygen
No,
level was at 35%.
Yeah, he lived
It
to
dropped
be
to
the Lord.
21%.
900
That's why
years
we
old.
size
He was the oldest person to ever live. 900 years
All
old.
right, but you
The
said the
lifespan
first
was
person.
longer.
You asked the first person. I told you it was Adam, the first
Right.
prophet.
No, but he wasn't. He didn't live that long.
Oh, you're asking what prophet lived the longest? Okay, I thought you meant the first prophet that was here.
So
Okay,
that's why
okay.
the skin cut. You can see
So,
the reflection that comes from
and you know why the lifespan got shortened up?
The father is
Lifespan got shortened up because he was an Eve. And they,
Because of the mission that we create, right? On earth, right? So the sins we commit, right?
yeah,
Right. That's where all the diseases and all that stuff come from. From us committing sin, right? From creating mission, right? So it's mission.
it's going against the commandments.
Right.
That's the mission.
I do this. So we will agree with some things. You know why? Because we're not that similar. I mean, we're similar. Islam and Judaism, all that stuff, they are similar. They all derive from the same thing. But once they pass, that's just, we don't follow that no more. We believe that. We believe in those people. We don't practice those people.
All right, so look, go to Joel 2:27.
I mean, you can
Go
go
to
to
Joel
whatever.
2:27 because you have to. The only place you're going to find about God is the Bible. You have to go to the Bible. The Quran is reciting it. So when you see Solomon, David, Job all in the Quran, it's giving you a small recitation. In order to go in detail about genealogy and about the events that transpired in detail, you have to go to the Bible.
It ain't reciting nothing new. It's not in the Bible.
But it do it. It do it.
So that's the thing. Well, you know, Jesus, all he did was just the Old Testament. All he did, the gospel only came to enforce the Old Testament. That's all he did. He came with the same message.
Jesus,
Yes, he did. So,
So keep the commandments. That was the message.
right. That's all he did. That's all he did. So now once,
Because that's the whole duty of man, is to keep the commandments. The whole duty of man living, our people, is to keep the commandments and fear God. That's it.
That's I don't think you're supposed to fear God. Because all the things that
All right, so look, if the commandments are going away, that means that we're not here.
He's not that type of
He's not saying the law is done away.
Oh,
He's not saying that. Right? You're not saying that the law is done away. Or
I think that's what you said.
Well, what you say?
are you saying that God's commandments is done away with?
No, that's not what. Listen, what I'm saying to you is this: like, we just don't practice. Like, we acknowledge that we know that those things were true at that moment, at that time, with that prophet and that messenger that was here. Once that passed and Muhammad came, then the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came. All of that stuff, we don't follow that no more. We practice what he came with.
You practice what he came with?
So
look. Check this out.
but you know that
Check
because
this
I
out.
told you I was Muslim. So
You subscribe to the hadith. So you subscribe and you practice what he came with, and he was having sex with a 9-year-old girl.
no, he didn't have sex with she was 9 years old.
How do you consummate marriage? What is the consummation of
I
marriage?
mean, he didn't consummate. The marriage wasn't consummated when she was 9 years old.
When she was 9 years old. He married her when he was 6 and consummated the marriage at 9 years old. You cool with that?
I mean, no, you against
I'm
that?
not giving my daughter at 9 years old for no ass man that's penetrated her, bro. As a matter of fact, the Arab just did that. There was an Arab over there that just penetrated a 9-year-old girl and killed her because she had inserted. That's why we don't. That's why we don't subscribe.
because they started off young over.
Yeah, but we didn't do that. We waited until they were fully blossomed. And they don't even care about y'all. Like they grown Muslims and they got no respect.
He's in
He
there.
is,
Yeah,
bro.
I thought
He
it
is,
was
bro.
I'm gonna tell you this: Africans
That's not our people.
Africans is not our people. They all come from America. We created all of these.
Jordan and Matumbo was not the same people.
They're the Olmecs.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's not Israel.
It's
It's America.
hard.
Yeah.
So these are the ones that created everything.
They didn't create the earth. Like, you mean the earth?
I've been
All
my whole life. I was lost.
How did they create
And
it?
it started nowhere in
That's
America.
not true.
The Bible was written in America.
It wasn't.
All the stories is based in
If I
America.
ask you any question,
America is not in the Bible at all.
You sure? I can show
Imagine
you.
saying,
I ain't asking the law for help no more.
why when we can ask Muslims about it,
You don't believe that the law is God? That's what I'm telling you.
I don't believe in it.
Allah please God.
Listen, but he's just saying
He doesn't have a name.
Listen, hear me out.
There's many guys.
Hear me out.
Follow the law.
You know, listen. We already understand all that though. Listen, but we talking about the
So
supreme
why you
bid.
still
There's a
asking me
law.
about something by the law? If I don't subscribe to Islam at all?
But that's what I'm saying. You just said it's just a name.
It's just a name, just
But
a
we talking about the same
translation,
guy,
right?
right? We talking about the same
It's a
guy. But we
translation,
still
right?
talking about the same guy, though, right?
All right, but what?
Yes or no?
All right, so look.
All right, let me answer my question. I'm trying to get my answer.
The guy that I follow don't tell me to do the things that Allah tells the Muslims to follow.
So you said, so we got two different guys.
It has to be.
Yes.
It has to be. Let me tell you why.
Listen, I already know about the idols and all that stuff.
No, not the idols.
Well, listen,
According
when
to
you took
Islam,
Shahada,
you
when
can.
you took
If you
Shahada,
look,
what did you say? What did you say when you took Shahada? You said La ilaha illallah.
I'm glad you said that.
Listen,
What's
La
the
ilaha
shahada?
illallah, right?
La ilaha illallah.
No deity is worthy of worship.
Go ahead.
You know why I say no deity is worthy of worship? Because he knew other things we thought as
La
gods,
ilaha
right?
illallah.
But you just told me we had
I said
two gods.
that Muhammad is Rasul. It's a messenger, right?
Right.
Why didn't they say prophet? Prophet is Nabi.
and why?
They didn't even know that he's not a
Why
prophet.
is the Shahada not in the Quran? Why is Shahada not in the Quran?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why is it they don't teach you how to make wudu on the ground? That's why they have sunnah. That's what the
Yeah,
that's
so,
what
so you're not
for.
following the Quran. You're following Muhammad. You're not following
You
God.
can't listen. You can't have one without having the other.
What you mean?
You know that they go hand in hand.
What we
Yeah,
say is
listen,
because you can't
listen.
understand the Quran without going to the Hadith. But the thing is, we can go to the Bible. We don't need any other external books.
Listen, you know what that was a miracle from Allah that we was blessed with. That's a nigga from Allah.
Where did the hadith come from?
Who wrote it? Because he spoke to an angel. So who spoke to make the Hadith? Because you know
what
the
I'm
Hadith,
saying?
he said he had black slaves. Now, he was calling black people slaves brazenheads. He was sucking on the tongues of little boys. Like, that's in the Hadith.
We read this, bro. What do they say about the Egyptians?
And every Arab has no problem telling us, yeah, I'll give you my daughter.
Egypt got destroyed by
9 years old.
our God. Egyptians, I'm talking about
We got it on
Egyptians.
camera.
Egyptians got destroyed by our God. Where's they?
Egypt was from northern Africa.
They are.
Northern Africa is Egypt. Why do you think it's America?
They come from Ham. Egyptians, all right, this is what I want y'all to do.
Egypt is in Africa.
Google, listen.
It's saying it's
All right,
America.
look, this is what I want y'all to do. If y'all, this is spiritual Egypt. This ain't physical. All right, listen. Before everything was spiritual. Before everything. Yeah, but the Most High created this type in your
Because we got scattered.
how many pyramids
I mean, you can go down, all right?
Just type in it. Just see what's that. I'm gonna show
I
you.
mean,
Just fucking all those pyramids over here.
I mean,
In Mexico. There's more pyramids over here than Africa. Yeah, but the pyramids is not what made it Egypt. Egypt just needs a place of
so look, what you're saying that the pyramids is older than the pyramids in Egypt,
It's
right? So what they're doing is carbon dating, right, to find out how old this is. So by them carbon dating it, they're not proving that it was built before. They're just proving that the stone was here for that long. But as far as the structure being built, there's no way to prove that that has been there.
So you didn't let him finish speaking. You just cut him off. That's what I'm saying. That's what y'all do. Y'all want to get the point across and just chop.
He was saying it was the
He didn't
pyramids.
finish though.
What he was saying was the pyramids was older than the
So you know what he was gonna say?
That's what you were saying, right?
I was going to tell you how many pyramids compared to over here. I
How
wasn't
many
going
pyramids
about
over here than it is over there in Egypt?
Yeah, I'm gonna take. We carbonated people, bro. We come from the sun. But look, this is what I'm gonna say. You see how you giving your information? And how y'all saying life came from over here or over Africa?
Life started in Africa.
Okay, now
They started
this is what.
Yes.
All right, so we're
Life started in Africa.
so-
The Noah's Ark they believe to be found on a mountain of Turkey called Ararat.
all right. So look, y'all don't believe in the Charles Darwin theory, right?
No, we don't believe in the
All right,
Big Bang
so-
and nothing was
All right,
created from
all
that.
right, all right. So look, so this is what I'm about to ask y'all.
That's what
Where do life start from? Like water, food, and what else?
God created everything.
All right, so how are humans was came from? It started from a water source of food, right?
The Most High created water, animals, and they created land.
All right, so they had so it started from water, right?
I mean, life was started in water. Yes, life started in
So
creation
in
in water.
order for us to grow and stuff, what do we have to do to be having life? I'm asking
Are you sure about that though? The answer you just gave, are you sure about that?
Yeah, we can go to the Bible.
All right, so I'm talking about what I'm knowing, not what I
The
believe.
first life we see created is in water.
All right, so in order for us to live, what do we have to do? We had to drink water, right?
Yes,
We had
our
to
body actually is a more
that's
percentage of water.
that's what we talking about physical realm right now.
Yeah.
So we have to drink water and we have to eat, right?
Yes.
All right, so it's more streams over in America than over here. Now you could go to find a spring right now.com. You can pull an app up. It's way more streams over here in America than Africa. So a lot of life started from over here instead of there because Africa is a desert. You want to go look it up?
All right, so just because there's more streams over here than over there doesn't mean that life started over there.
How so? What's the proof of it?
Yeah.
Go to find the spring. So find the spring predates this. Find the spring, yes.
The first
So
thing
because you know that shit. The
I said,
Bible,
Listen, y'all know
find
y'all
the
not
spring.
having the same conversation though. Y'all know that,
Yeah,
right?
that's all.
Y'all not having the same conversation.
Well,
Y'all talking it from a religious aspect. He's
no,
not
we're
talking
not
about.
I'm talking
Listen,
about stuff
I
that's
know.
important right here. But
Y'all know. So you keep talking about this, and y'all, he's not talking about none of that.
because this predates
I understand
everybody's ideology. Because everybody thought of one God in creation, how things were created. Well, we're talking about physical stuff. It comes from here. So when people say everything else it's like
there's many guys.
How many do
we
you
are
serve?
those guys.
The God of gods.
It's a whole God. It's
It
one
has to
God.
be, because if God is telling us not to, look, because God
Give
is
me the
telling
proof
us.
for the ass.
All right, I got you.
Yeah, give me the answer.
Because you go to find the spring while he's doing that. So like, why would the Most High God be called the Most High God if there's no other God? If you
Go to first. Go to First
You know why?
Corinthians.
Because they
Go to
had
First
moon
Corinthians.
gods, and they had all they were things that were called as gods, idols and things like that.
Those are the
They're not gods, though, bro.
They're not
Listen, you
gods.
can't even.
They're not
Listen,
gods.
listen,
not God.
who's the closest person to ever seen what a law looks like? And I call him a law because that's what he is.
I don't want him to get confused.
No, I'm not getting confused.
When we
Listen,
say that
I'm a
there's
very
more,
intelligent
I know,
person.
but
I'm not getting confused.
No,
I have very good
no,
comprehension
I
too.
think that you're thinking when we said that there's more than one God, we're trying
That's
to
what
put
you
him on
told
the
me.
same level.
That's what you're
Yeah,
just
but
told
we're
me.
not putting them on the
You
same
just-
level as the
So you
Most
shouldn't
High
even
God.
speak like that there.
But they're
Oh,
all
what's the Bible
Because
say?
it's not true.
Yeah, what
You know
is
it's
it?
not
It's
true.
First Corinthians 8:5.
But you know it's not true.
You can get Micah 4:5 and see. But let him bring out First Corinthians 8:5.
First Corinthians 8:5. 1 Corinthians 8:5. For though there be that are called gods,
There's those that are called gods. Keep on.
whether in heaven or in earth, as there be gods many and lords many.
Right? Keep on.
But to us there is but one God.
We know that there's many gods. They worship many gods. But to us, there is but one God.
Right.
Right?
Right. So if you know that, right, you ain't subscribing to partners, right?
No partners.
Right. So you don't speak like that. We know
Well,
that.
the Bible just
Well,
spoke like
listen. That's why when you take your out, Allah said no deity is worthy of worship except Allah, right? But I just said that, right?
Yeah, so by saying that,
because
you have to believe that there's more than one
No,
God.
you don't believe. People just call on other things as God. You don't believe it.
The Shahada is telling you that there's other
Listen,
gods.
try to understand. Try to understand. Try to understand. Just try to understand what I'm saying to you. Allah is aware of that other things are going to be called gods, right?
Yes.
We all agree with that, right?
Yes.
So when the Shahada was established, he said no deity is worthy of worship except Allah,
Yeah.
right? In truth, right?
Yes.
Right. Just because we know other people will call on other things as God doesn't mean that they're true.
We're
Right?
not saying that.
Right. And so if we know they're not true, then if you're not believing that there's anything that you can describe to Allah, right? That's not for us. That's for other people.
But
You
you
can be
asked us.
aware of
We're
it.
not saying
asked us that
that's
there more than
No,
one
you
God.
told me it has to be more than one God. That's what you
Well,
told
you
me.
asked me if there more than
Well,
one
I
God.
said-
I
I
told
said
you that there
something
has to be. And the
We
reason
was-
why
it
is
was
because
me and
God's.
Me and him. I said, what did the Lord say? He said, I don't, and he said, we don't have to share the same God. That's what he told me.
They can't serve the same God as us. According to the Quran, you can eat pork. You can eat pork if you're forced to, if you have nothing else to eat. But Muslims. But with us, you ain't gonna have us eating no pork. Yeah, we're not eating pork. At all. Right? They bow down to the Kaaba stone. The Bible, God tells us don't bow down to the stone.
The difference between our God and their God.
So
They're God.
they're God.
He don't like Muslims.
He don't like us.
Because
Well,
all right, let me ask you something.
I like
He
my
don't
people.
like
No,
us.
I like
the
Arabs.
We love
Listen,
our people.
I
Our people. We don't like the Israelites.
I love my people. You're my people. I don't deal with the Muslims.
Yeah.
I'm Muslim.
I know who they originally are.
Who are they?
Arabs.
Arabs.
Ishmael.
So
You're right though. The Arabs. So what can Arabs do better than you?
You're a descendant of what I'm a descendant from.
And listen, all the prophets are related too.
So
They
look,
all they have a chain of race. They all share the same bloodline.
What do
What are you
Arabs
talking
do
about?
better than you?
Who's talking? I'm not talking about
Because
race.
we're better than
I'm
everybody.
not. Y'all better than who?
No, we
No,
Black
we all
black and brown, one day
we
fan,
all,
one fan should jump out here.
listen,
We fight better than
we're not
everything we
even
do.
black.
I said black and brown, and I'm a brown. Yeah, they consider me brown. And I'm
What you
that
what you
Native
want
Indians
equal?
was called, yes,
You want equal?
yes.
He's still, he's
All right, well, and my
you know what I'm
grandfather
saying?
was Cuban. What's the
What's the
difference?
Arabs? What's the Arabs
Yeah,
dominated?
so
What the Arabs dominated?
right here, you
What
wanna
the
get out?
Arabs dominated? So what the Arabs dominated?
Well, listen, why are we talking
Because
about
they got
race?
subscribe
Why are we
to
doing
them.
nothing?
Because God said that He exalted His people above all people on this earth. In the Quran, He says, I made these people better. Who's a better people on this earth?
You grew up Catholics, right?
No, I grew up Christian.
Catholics are Christians.
Christian derived out of Christ.
Boricuas are Catholics, though. Traditionally, Spanish
No,
people.
a lot of
Traditionally, a lot of Catholics. They believe in Mary and all that.
Not my family.
I
My
see
family did.
traditionally.
But traditionally, you can say that Hispanics would be a Catholic people. Hispanic.
I know. Listen. I'm not. I told you. Listen, man. You got a good memory, man. I'm not taking it away from you. If you was just on, I wish you were on the other side.
I don't. I wish you was on the
I wish you was on this side.
Right. We serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So look. This is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Ishmael is not the children. So you're choosing a side that's rejected while we're on the side that's accepted.
Don't get caught up in that. He said that he seen you first.
Right? Ishmael was born first, then it was Isaac. But the Most High chose Isaac and then chose Jacob. So by subscribing to the Arabs' religion, it's not for the chosen people. He said that the scripture was given to the children of Israel, the understanding of the scripture, the laws, and the prophet. So the laws is keeping the commandments, and then a comforter will come. But the laws was given to the children of Israel, so we the only ones that can receive a comfort.
Then at that time,
They never changed though.
you saying it never changed.
All right.
You're saying it never changed.
So
So what? So listen.
It's Malachi 3:6. For I am the Lord, I change not.
right?
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
We're not
The Lord don't
consumed.
change.
We're not consumed because there was a genocide. Yes. Yes.
So what about the New
We
Testament?
talking right
We
now.
deal with both. We deal with the
Oh,
whole.
that's right.
Yeah, you can ask her.
So, which day?
There is no proof of the day of when Jesus was born. It's not December 25th. Christ is not God. Christ did die on the cross.
You did?
Yeah.
You believe that?
He died on the cross. He's crucified. Go to Acts 5:29.
See, but the Quran teaches that
You have to believe it.
that's why.
I'm a believer.
No, no, no.
I'm a Jehovah's Witness.
No, we're not talking about. Oh, she's a Christian. She's a Christian. She's a Christian. She's a Christian.
We're not Christians.
Why are you doing that? No. Jehovah's a Christian.
They don't
There's
die on the
71.
cross.
Who?
Christ don't die on the cross.
So did Christ die? So wait, how did he die?
to tell them the truth.
So is he going to come back? He's going to come back, right?
Yeah.
He was the only prophet that was a virgin too, right? Is he going to get married, right? Huh? What's else going to happen? He's going to kill who? He's going to kill the child, right?
Who's
No,
a
he
The
job?
one-eyed beast. He's going to kill a one-eyed beast, right?
Who's a wild beast? That's not in the Bible.
Yeah, that's what the
God is subscribing. It's in your articles of faith. It's in your 6 articles of faith.
Listen.
So there will only be 5 articles if we took that one out.
Yep.
Wow. Truth. We take anything. We don't take anything. We
But
take
according to your 6 articles of faith, you have to subscribe to the Injil. But what you're saying is something different than the
No,
Injil.
I'm not saying anything different than that. The Quran came after that.
Yeah,
Wait, so
long after.
listen.
And
Okay,
you're saying
so
they're not
the New Testament. I know they're not
But they
Christians.
read the Bible.
They're Israelites.
Yeah.
I know
That's
they're
the Christian Bible, right?
No.
The Christians is called
The
niggas.
Old Testament.
The Christians is called niggas.
The Old Testament. The Old Testament is what they were.
Christianity is not. It's not the
It
Bible.
didn't even, Christianity didn't even exist in
In
What
my
the Old
opinion.
Testament.
Yeah.
I understand that, but we already agreed
What
on
Christians and Jewish people do is come up with their own doctrine outside of the Bible. They don't follow the
They'll
Bible.
isolate the scripture. They'll isolate the scripture.
Christian
Build
and
up.
Jews.
Christian and Jewish people.
So, and you are what?
Israel.
I'm an Israelite.
Yeah.
And you're still a Jew.
No.
We're not Jews.
That's not Jewish. He's a Jew.
Go to Revelation 3 now. Go to
So,
Revelation 3.
so where do Israelites derive from?
From Jacob.
So listen, if Israelites,
Every Jew is a Hebrew Israelite.
Jesus
But every
was
Hebrew
an Israelite,
Israelite
right?
is just a Jew.
Jesus was an Israelite, right?
Yes.
Right.
And he,
He's from the tribe of Judah, the same tribe he's from.
why aren't you not Christians then? That does not make sense to me.
As
You
far as
know,
modern
Jesus-
Christianity,
He came with
Yeah,
he
as far
came
as
with the-
modern
listen,
Christianity,
he came with the New Testament, right? The gospel, right? The Injil, right?
that wasn't the New Testament.
yes.
That wasn't the New Testament. We're not even in the New
Well, the
Testament.
New Testament is a new covenant.
Listen,
Right. We're
my
not.
point that I'm trying to make here is this: if you're saying that you're Israelite,
Yes.
Right?
Jesus was Israelite,
Yes.
Right.
That's who came with the 12 tribes of Israel.
No, that's not who
Who
came
came
to the 12
with?
tribes.
Tell me about the Israelites before Jesus did.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Abraham,
They were
Isaac, Jacob.
Israelites.
The children of Jacob were the
There
Israelites.
were 12 sons.
All right.
Israelites.
All right, I got you.
All right.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation 2:9. I know thy works. This is Christ's words. I know thy works. And tribulation. We're in tribulation. And poverty. We're in poverty. But thou art rich. We're rich in faith. Right?
We're rich in faith. We can prove it. Keep going.
But I know the blasphemy of them
There's
which
a
say,
lie. A blasphemy is a lie, and then what?
which say they are
So
Jews
there's a lie of a people that saying they are Jews,
and are not,
and they're not the real Jews.
but are the synagogue of Satan.
So they're the synagogue of Satan because a Jewish man stole the identity of a whole nation of people. The Jewish man funded the transatlantic slave trade, right?
So you can separate yourself from it. It's like even with the whole thing with the answers. The answers not answers from Israelites, right? You'll separate Israelite from everything else. So you say you're not Christian, you're not Jewish, and you're not Muslim, right? Because you're Israelite.
I'm not a Jew. He's a Jew.
So he's not Israelite?
He's a Judah. So Jew comes from Judah.
Judah.
It's short for Jew. Judah, Jew is short for Judah. So he's from that tribe. We're from the tribe of Ephraim. So a Jew is an Israelite. Every Jew is an Israelite, but not every Israelite is a Jew.
They
So
follow
that's why
Joshua.
there's 72 different sets of
That's
Jews.
not. No, there's only one truth. There's only one truth. But all these different denominations see their teach different things.
Different sects of Muslims too, right?
I thought the 12 tribes, they took leadership of Joshua.
Yeah, the 12 tribes was rescued out of Egypt from slavery. They went through the wilderness, and then Moses didn't walk in the land, but Joshua went and killed everybody in that land. Not everybody. After Joshua died,
They took possession of Canaan, the promised
yeah,
land.
Canaan is the land of Israel.
After the death of Moses, they were named the Asher, Dan, Ephraim, Gad, Issachar,
Yeah,
Manasseh,
these 10,
Nephilim,
12
Reuben,
tribes.
Simon, and Zucca. They're the grandsons of
Isaac.
Isaac. Oh, so yeah, I'm getting to that part. You come up with those are man-made churches. You're the Israelites, the people of the ancient people who wrote the book.
The Israelite is not a religion. It's an ethnicity. Bring that up. Exodus. Exodus 1. Because this Bible is a record. The Bible is a
We're
record.
religious people.
But look,
Yeah,
look,
but we're not
see, a religion. Look. So a religion, anybody can join a religion. Listen, anybody can join a religion, right? The white man raped by murder and enslaved our ancestors. If you take a shahada, you gotta look at him like a brother, right? That's when Malcolm X went over there. He's what the fuck going on. But this is not for everybody. I know that until he went over there. But after he went over there, he was like, no, because he seen that he had to accept the white man as his brother when he went over there to Mecca. So that's why he had questions. But us, the white man stepping on the neck, they break, rob, murder, and enslave us. And if you take your shahada, you have to love it. So bring this out. Exodus 1:1.
Exodus 1:1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob.
Right? This is the children of Jacob. You know?
Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Benjamin, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher.
Right? These are the children of Israel. I know that we're just showing in the Bible that it's not a religion, it's an ethnicity. descendants. So we are the descendants of those people. And the way we can prove it is because of these curses. Now go to Deuteronomy. Matter of fact, go to, because where are you from? What's your ethnicity? Since you're saying that we're claiming to be Jews and Israelites, who are you?
Islam can't tell you that.
Hey, what's your ethnicity? That's your religion.
I'm black American.
Oh, what's your
I
ethnicity?
ain't gonna say black is
You
just
are
So
really
you're
right.
black?
Yeah, African American was the
I
term
ain't
that was
African
created in the
American
80s.
because they
Put your
say
hand on your shirt.
Africans
Put your hand on
are
your shirt. Is you
ancestors.
black?
I ain't never say that.
You're not black. But
Guess
you
what?
called
Brown,
you.
you
You are brown.
you're not brown.
I'm a shade of brown.
No,
Yes.
you're not.
Yes, this is a shade
No,
of
you
brown.
closer to white.
White is the color of her shirt. Her shirt. That's white. Nobody on this earth is white.
Nobody's
on
white.
this
It's
earth
not
is
true.
white.
You're right. That's just the color of paper.
Nobody
Yeah.
on citizen.
Nobody's white. We just got more than
Nobody
colonized by the whites.
Yeah.
And we call them that Caucasian.
Oh, they're
Both
right.
black and brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The copper people was us.
Like Drake, he's light skinned, but he's still a
Islam
believer.
can't tell you
His kids got blonde hair and blue eyes, but they still,
He's still carbonated.
yeah, they're still descendant of him. He will be an Israelite.
All right. So what's Psalms 83 to 3? Y'all ever heard that?
Yeah, Psalms 83. I'll start at 1. All praise to the Most High. You said
Yeah,
what?
he is.
You went to Psalms 83.
Orthodox.
Oh,
All praise to the Most High.
He is Zionist.
You help us out right there. Go to Psalms
Oh,
83.
man.
Because this is how we can prove that the God of the Muslims cannot be the same God of Israel.
Listen, I'm telling you that you're not a religion, but you take it for a book.
It's a record. The book is a record.
It's a journal.
It's not. It's the book. The Bible is the record of the Israelites. It's telling all the things that they went through.
person will just leave it off. Like he don't want to read nothing about his land. He's
Right,
like,
he
no,
said he
I'm
don't wanna
We
read
already
it.
read it.
Listen,
We already read it. Now we just use the information to cut it out.
do you use Quran for information too?
So for Muslims,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, for Muslims.
But what book you pick up more?
The book, I mean, all day they walk around in my pocket
That-
with all this stuff. All day. Yeah, all day.
It's not wrong with it though.
I'm
You
telling
know
you
what
the
this is? I subscribe to the teachings and my inheritance. I don't subscribe to a cross like how the Muslims over there subscribe to a rock.
like Arabs can't do
I
nothing
mean,
better than us. I'm not
they
gonna
say
subscribe
the
to Arabs.
Arabs forced it upon the African people. That's
Yeah.
where it started at over in Egypt.
Muslim conquest.
And they
When they
became
came
black
back
slaves.
slaves.
I said it too.
That's true. That's history.
Look up the sub-Saharan slave trade.
I understand. I'm ready for you to read the 83 to point
Go ahead. Watch this. Start at 1. We're gonna bring it to 3.
83 and 1.
Yep, from the top.
And go to they shall remember themselves and land in the captivity. Bring it up.
Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult,
So God has enemies. Keep going.
and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Right?
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
These nations that's the enemies of God took a crafty counsel against God's people. Keep going.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Keep going.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
That's why he don't know where he come from. They cut us off from being a nation. We call ourselves black. Puerto Rican was a term put on us by the colonizers.
That's
Spain.
true.
The Spanish language was forced on us. That's why, just like African American was forced by the British on the so-called blacks, and the English language was forced on Europe. Then the French came and they colonized the Brazilians, the Haitians, the Jamaicans, and they got their colonizers' last names and their languages.
Well, we
So
already had the name. We created English words and everything.
the English comes from
It's comes from
That's what they say.
English language is derived from every other language. They even
That's
took the
what they
numbers
say.
from the Arabic text.
Go ahead. We all got
that's
different.
how
We got different
All right.
We was talking about
All right, so it is. It is.
So it's derived from every other language.
Yeah, and in every language derived from Hebrew.
Yeah, from the Hebrew.
You're right.
Listen, you just keep saying it like I'm telling you that you're
Well,
wrong.
we just saying. We just saying.
I'm saying that you're wrong about this. What your thing was that served its purpose, and that force has ran. That's all I'm saying.
But we still
That's
here.
all they're saying to you.
We still here. We ain't going nowhere.
You just hold on to something. That's
What
not
you mean?
there.
What?
You hold on to something that's
Bro,
not
you
there.
never want to be black. African American. Yeah, but that's what society calls you.
No, but what about what I'm
Ishmael was
talking
giving
Well, I asked you what you call yourself, and you said Muslim. That's a religion.
We hold on to what was given to us.
No.
No.
Boricua was a term put on us by the colonizer. I know who I
I asked
am.
you, were you Boricua? You said, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
Boricua.
because that's
And
what we're
he said,
known to be from Boricua. That's what they told us. Yeah, but I'm an Israelite.
Because if he would have said he's an Ephraimite,
But you still don't fall
you
to
wouldn't
the
have knew what they
even
were.
you know the information you
But
know.
I have to tell you because this is the only way I can tell you that we forgot who we were, like the scripture
That's
tells
true.
us.
That's true. I understand.
All right, so let's keep going. Look,
That's my Simeon brother right
look. So let's keep going. Let's keep going on this. Because God has enemies. Keep going.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Right? The real Israelites won't be calling themselves Israelites. So keep going. God has enemies. Read verse 20.
Keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Right? God's enemies make a tumult. What did these enemies do?
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consorted against thy hidden ones.
Right.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Right? That's why we call ourselves Puerto Rican, Dominican, Cuban, Colombian, Black, African American, Negro, colored. Right? Keep going.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
So the Israelites won't know that they're the Israelites. Right? Now we know because we're in the last days. Right? And it was prophesied in the last days that we was going to be prophesying. Right? Keep going.
For they have consorted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
Right?
The tabernacles of Edom.
Right? The Edom is the enemy of God.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites is an enemy of God. So how can they be serving a God that hates them? Right? Look at Palestine what's happening. They pray to a rock all the time. They pray, what, 75 times a day? And God blowing them kids up. Right? There's no protection in the Philly with these Muslims because they're killing each other. They have these sex with each other's wives. They selling drugs in their community. There's no power in that God. Right? Keep going. I see it. It's just proof. It's Muslims killing Muslims. There's no protection from God in the Muslim community. Not even in the Arab community. You don't see us. Us no.
You don't see us out here.
You don't see practicing Israelites killing Israelites.
Religion in the world.
Yeah, and
Listen, let me tell you something though. And you say, well, signs of the hour. This was going to happen. This is all things that are going to happen, right? So the stuff that you just prematurely spoke about.
What? About Muslims killing Muslims? Selling drugs, having sex with each other's wives, being so popular, all that's happening.
Religion.
We gonna bring that out, right?
Yeah, we'll bring that out to him and tell him why.
If God already informed us about signs of the hour, because the different one, perfect one, so was a minor sign of the hour. All of earthquakes, all that stuff, the signs of the hour. Listen, so why you singling Muslims out? This happens to everybody.
What I'm saying is,
Boricuas.
yeah, but they're not keeping the commandments.
Well, listen.
They're not following God. They're not following their God.
Listen, some stuff is just inedible. It's just how it's going to happen. You know that, right?
But if we're practicing Israelites, listen,
This like you just said. Listen, things going to happen.
He's having answers.
we're not going to sell drugs. We're not going to
He's
do
having
drugs.
answers to why
Right?
exactly.
I'm not going to hate you. I'm going to love you, man. You know what I mean, this is how God
So y'all love
us.
his people?
I love all my people.
I love
Black,
all my
Spanish, Native Indians, I would die for my
What
people.
about Mike's?
I come out here rich. We come out here rich. We're going to drain them in slavery.
Edom is an enemy of
Slavery.
But Edom is so I thought. All right, so y'all know about the chakras and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so if y'all the purple chakra, that's the top one. You supposed to love all.
Nah, we don't subscribe to chakras. We don't subscribe to healing stones.
Okay, all right.
Now, we do see stones on the ephod of the priest, so that's the represent the 12 tribes of Israel. There's no like power in them stones.
Ain't no Israelites selling drugs, killing each other.
Are there? No, you talk about Israelites with 5%ers and showers.
But you're saying Israelites. We don't. We don't.
We don't.
These
right here.
These 3 people and the brothers, the 20 brothers that's on Thursday on 15th of March and on Friday over here.
What are you talking about? The little boys up there on 15th Street, the postman, the money be smoking.
We're not talking about the drug.
No, we talking about the Israelites up there.
Oh, but for
The boy with the glasses, that's always up there with that joint yelling and all that. Yeah.
So
You get on?
yeah, I don't know. See, that's why the Bible says we need 2 or 3 witnesses to establish it.
No, you need 4 witnesses.
No, we need 2 or 3 witnesses.
It says so you need 4 witnesses.
Right, but the Bible says 2.
How is y'all got 2 different?
Okay, all 3.
Because you don't know.
Because you had me ready to kill me. Yo,
I'm like, what? Like, hold up.
he said K2 because we can cook weed. Because every fruit bearing seed is good for meat. Right?
Listen, let me
There's
tell you,
medical
he
properties.
be an Israelite? Hell no.
Well, it depends on where. No, it depends on where he's from. Where's your father from? Where's your father?
It's irrelevant.
No, we have
You
to
want
know.
to be an Israelite? No. So you telling me he's not accepted?
Go to Numbers 1:18.
What? You telling me he cannot be an Israelite?
You can't deal with his
If
guilt.
it-
Go to Joel 2:27.
If his nationality is not a so-called black
You
man,
can't.
it's American.
You can't. An Israelite is an ethnicity. Are you an Israelite? Are you an Israelite? Yeah, exactly.
What's that? 1 chapter 1:18.
Where's your father from?
Numbers 1:18. This is Numbers 1:18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their
So
pedigrees
their pedigree was declared.
after their families by the house of their fathers.
So you was determined who you are and what tribe you came from by who your father was, because a man holds a seed. Right? We hold babies for our whole life. But these women carry, once we inject the seed, just like if I plant the seed here in America, one in China, if I plant an apple tree, it's going to come out of apple tree from where I plant it. No matter where you plant your seed at, that's your child. It's going to have your last name. Even if that child didn't meet you, even if that child never met you, your mom is going to be like, you remind me like your dad. Right?
So she can't be an Israelite
But
either?
even if the child never met you, the mother is going to be reminded of you because of your child. Because that's you.
Because I want to make a point real fast. Can these two, this man,
No, they're going to slavery.
you can always be Muslim, right? They would never
That's all we know. Muslim.
He's not
Muslim gonna be Muslim. That's all we know. Don't say no shahada right now.
He's telling y'all, y'all can fight.
Y'all don't even need water. Y'all can make a woo do with the dirt.
Israelites, because God, their God can't chill. I've never heard no one in my life.
What? All right, let's go to Romans 9 and 11.
No, I'm not saying that.
Say it, Joel 2:10.
But those, when they get trials, they will not accept you because you're Caucasian.
Look. Yes. I'm racist. God is racist.
God is racist.
We are racist over here.
God is
No,
racist.
some people's prejudice, not racist.
God is racist.
We know. So racist means favoring our nation. Right? And we are a supreme nation.
This is Joel 2:27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel,
Right, God is in the midst of Israel. He's not talking about the land. He's talking about the descendants. Keep on.
and I am the Lord your God,
Now the Israelites and who else?
and none else,
What about Ishmael?
and none else,
What about Muhammad?
and none else.
Nobody else. He's only the God of Israel. And none else. So what else?
And my people shall never be
And
ashamed.
that's why we the only people out here teaching the truth about God. Because you don't see no Muslims out here teaching anything.
And there's so many prophets. I don't see no prophets.
Because we're not ashamed. It said that we won't be ashamed. We
If
won't be
Muhammad's a
ashamed.
prophet, why no Muslims out here prophesying?
Listen, but listen though, if she's interested in being an
She can't.
Israelite,
She
She can't
can't.
bow down. You want to bow down? Y'all want to bow down? Bow down on your knees.
Get on your knees.
Go to Isaiah 60:14.
What? You get on your knees?
Not that. Isaiah 60.
So they have to get on your knees.
Watch this. Yeah. Show you.
This is Isaiah 60:14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee.
Are you the sons of those that afflicted our ancestors? Yeah, right. Keep
Isaiah.
on. Keep on. Yeah.
It says, the sons also of them that afflicted thee, they shall come bending unto thee,
Right. So you can bend down. Keep on.
and all they that despise thee
Right.
shall bow themselves down at the sole of thy feet.
Yeah. If we got it on camera, y'all always bow
I
down.
don't despise you.
See how real the scriptures is?
Yes.
Hold on, go back.
Yeah. Go to Isaiah 14.
Read that again. I don't despise you. It says
Look,
all those who
listen.
despised it.
Yes.
That says that right
Yes.
in that verse.
Are you walking on stolen land? Are you walking on stolen land?
I didn't steal
Did your okay, but you're benefiting from your ancestors stealing it. Are you the first hired before Black and Brown? Did you get a loan before Black and Brown?
I've never got a loan in my life.
But the white man gets a loan before black and brown people, right?
I've had a job in a
Yeah,
long
just
time.
because you a two-time loser don't mean that. Go to
He ain't applying himself to be the great white hope.
where you going? Where you going?
These guys are he about to hit you with some more too.
Isaiah 14:1.
Oh, I'm a no. He said he got to pay his pockets.
Oh, go to Isaiah 14:21. Start at Isaiah 14:1.
All right, this is Isaiah 14 from the top. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob,
Right? So the Lord is going to have mercy on Jacob. What about Ishmael?
and will yet choose Israel,
Right? The Lord is going to have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. Huh? Yeah, cool.
and set them in their own land.
So the Israelites is going to get set back in their own land because they won't be in the land. Right? Keep going.
And the strangers shall join with them.
So these other nations is going to be with us. They're going to be with us, right? These other nations, according to the Bible, we believe everything that the Bible says, right? Keep going.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Keep going.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Right, so these other nations going to be with us. Keep going.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
We're going to possess these other nations. For what?
In the land of the Lord for servants and
And they're
handmaids.
going to be doing what we tell them to do, right? Keep going.
And they shall take them
We're
captives,
going to take them captives.
whose captives they were,
Who was captives to a people? Right? Keep going.
and they shall rule over their
Who's
oppressors.
getting oppressed? Right? It's us, man. This Bible is us.
This Bible cold,
Right?
man.
Now go to 27. Go to 27.
Verse 27.
24, 27.
But the Romans and all that created them.
Created what? They didn't create it. The Bible was out before the Romans. The time of the Roman rulership was nowhere near. This was before the 1st century AD. Christ was in the Roman captivity. Before that was the Greeks.
They stole this and started
Yeah.
teaching it their way.
There's nowhere you're going to find Greeks or Romans writing the Bible.
Create this.
All right, so this is Isaiah 14 and 21. This is because he said, oh, well, that was my ancestors. It don't matter.
We've seen that we're going to take them to slavery, right? Keep going.
Prepare slaughter
Right?
for his children,
Yeah, prepare slaughter. We prepare.
for the iniquities of their fathers.
See, this is the thing. Our people quick to kill each other, right? But when it comes to killing another nation, our people don't do that. Right? You don't see our people killing no white man, no Chinese man, no Syrian, no East Indian man.
Facts, bro.
The military
Niggas that spend the block on their own people who won't rob these things. That shit don't make no sense, bro.
because niggas
I used to rob these shit out.
they out here winning these dropping like how you know about the Zionist Jews? The Zionist Jews
Yeah.
are they the ones that control the whole world?
Yes.
They're the Jewish.
In London, they the ones that created Christianity.
The Jewish man controls the music industry.
You know
And
about
the
the
music
Vatican?
industry was the Vatican.
They call it Zionists.
Yeah, because they
So
not real
they
Jews.
come from London. That's where the Vatican is.
The Vatican is in
That's
Rome.
not in London. That's
But
where
you know what's crazy? They
come from.
bro, they took your identity, bro.
So the Vatican don't have control of the Bible and the whole.
The Vatican is in Rome.
Right.
Rome is so much stuff. So they have our stuff, but they don't make it theirs.
Everything that's
That's how they take it from you.
Except they
I guess it was free. It's still worthy.
Romans was a ruler.
That's
And they forced what?
The Romans was black.
No, they wasn't.
The King James
So,
Version.
okay, well, I'll show you a black Roman, right? So I'll show you the black Romans.
So Titus that stage. Titus is that stage.
No, what you mean? The one where you read over 48 words or 49 words. Everything came from carbonated people. Tell us.
This Titus, you tell me that's a black man?
I'm gonna show you the other Romans. So you never seen a black Roman?
What I'm saying is, during the fall of the Romans, because there was a fall of the Romans, right? There was a time during the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages, there was black ruling in Europe and Rome and all that. But that was after the Israelites was kicked out of the land.
But it was it was never, so you never seen a black Roman. You tell me proof that you
I said,
did you ever see a black Greece?
black what?
Greece. No, he had Hebrew scholars,
Right?
right?
They were.
He was the one that authorized it.
All right, so a Roman would be a citizen.
He authorized it.
Right? So they were black Israelites in Rome. In Rome, we was called niggas. In
But
Rome.
that's an African. In Rome.
Go to Acts
It's called
13:1.
nigger.
Yes,
Nigger.
it's called niggas.
Nigger, yeah. Nigger. Watch, watch.
Nigger. It's in there.
This is Acts 13:1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger.
Were we ignorant or not?
What?
That was in the dark ages.
What does
Right?
nigger mean?
This is before 70 AD. The dark age is set.
What is it used
So I can show you in the dark age.
So, if a white person call you a nigger right now, you'll be offended by that?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you call him a nigger?
Yeah.
Just the king name.
Yeah, because I knew when it was used for, it's made to insult my people. It's made to insult white people.
Also, black men. That's when they first called niggas.
We won't test that.
So look,
No, I know.
Everybody that ain't on it, that's not my people.
so the fall will be around the 5th century.
That's the same word as well. This stuff the same way.
That's a CD.
Tell me if this says nitrogen. Tell me if this says nitrogen.
With a G in it. Listen.
I got you. I'm a hit it on.
Hey yo, here you go.
Here you go, right here.
Strong's G 3526. Niger.
That's not niger. That's not niger.
In a way, and it's black. The definition is black, and you can see it's Neegger. This is how we can. Like, this is the Greek, so we can go into the Bible and actually see the terms.
But the Greek, did you see the complexion of a Greek?
How you don't care about it when it's a parody of faith?
That's because
You said that.
Oh, you talking about this? But the point is that the people of God was called niggas. The Israelites was called niggas, though. Who else is called a nigga? Who else in this world is called a nigga?
That name.
Nah, he's talking about the Niger.
Yeah, that's Niger.
I want to ask you.
Look, this is a prophecy. This is why you see us out here, right? This is Baruch 2:30. For I knew that they would not hear me.
Right, we don't hear. We want to listen to the Arabs and the white men. And all that.
Because it is a stiff-necked people.
We are stiff-necked people, man. All people are stiff-necked, right?
Because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land
Right, in the land.
of their captivity, they shall.
So what you're saying is we're wearing white people stuff, right? So now let's go to Deuteronomy 28.
All right, let's go see you.
28:45.
Y'all guys telling y'all stuff. We gonna show you why. You know what you saying? We gotta show you all of it. And we gonna have an answer. You don't have an answer. You say you giving me an answer.
It is. We don't accept it. It's we giving you answers, Ken. It's just a stiff-necked people. It's a stiff-neck that they don't want to hear, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna read this to y'all.
You know, Dark Low is an Israelite nigga.
You know, Dark Low is an Israelite now, right?
Good.
Dark Low, that's what AR.
Nah, he ain't tell because they had ARN on the conference call on his song. And ARN said that he ain't tell. Actually, that's why he's doing time right now. Because he didn't tell.
Yeah, I ain't tell. He doing time.
He's in the feds right now. He's doing 7 years. Yeah, but he did.
That's what we're like. What he doing the time for? So
I know a nigga who did 20 years in tour.
Yeah, but the thing is, ARN still got niggas
Let me
on.
bring this up, right?
Nobody worried about that, though.
And Dark Low had made it that far, right? Keep him.
I was joking about it.
Yo,
No, it is a thing that they say that he told. Right?
I was in the fed.
So
I
let's
was
tell
down
you-
there, bro.
let's tell you
My
why
number
y'all
6
get our
6 from the white man with the court 3 times.
all right, so I want y'all to tell me who are these people.
I was done.
All right. This is
Okay.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15, right?
I know what it is, bro.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes.
They going in slavery. We're going in slavery, man. We're going to put a foot on your kid's neck. Right? Fuck the white man.
Fuck the white man.
Fuck his kids. Right? Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, so go to the point. Go to the point. So 45. Just go to the point because he said that we're wearing Timbs that was created by the white man. So this is why I want.
Oh yeah, come on. All right, so moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, that thou be destroyed, right? Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
The Israelites will be cursed because we're not keeping the law. Keep going.
To keep his commandments and his statutes which I commanded this day, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder.
This curse is going to be a sign and a wonder because we going to know that we the Israelites, right? Keep going.
Upon thy seed forever. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
So now we're going to serve our enemies for what?
Which the Lord shall send against thee in
We're
hunger.
going to be going to them for food. We're going to be going to our own people. Keep going.
And in thirst.
For water. We can't even collect rainwater. It's a federal promise in some states.
And in nakedness.
So we'll be going to another nation, our enemies, for all the time. So while you saying it actually proves that we are the children of Israel.
And in want of all things.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Who created everybody?
The Most High.
Why the fuck you hate somebody else who created?
I got you. Bring it out. And you get from it.
Got you. This is Romans 9 and 11. Listen clearly.
Go ahead. I got it.
For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil,
They ain't do shit, right?
that the purpose of God, according to election, might
And
stand,
the elect of God is the Israelites. Keep going.
not of works, but of him that calleth.
Right, he called the Israelites. Keep going.
It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
Right, the elder is Esau. He's going to serve the younger Jacob in his kingdom of heaven. Keep going.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved,
So God emphasizes the love that he has for Jacob all throughout the Bible.
but Esau have I hated.
God hates a whole nation of people. So if we're wrong for hating them, then he's saying that God's wrong. Keep going. Keep going.
It says, what shall we say then?
What are we going to say then? What are we going to say now that God hates a whole nation of people?
What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? Listen.
You say,
He said, what shall we say
God
then?
got enemies.
I'm asking you, are you telling me that God hates all white people on that?
Yes. Go to Obadiah 1 and 18. Look, watch this. Obadiah 1 and 18. Yo, I love you, King. Yo, I love you, King. Yo, this powerful. Y'all powerful brothers, man. Lord willing, you get out from that side and come to this side, man. You see where the knowledge is, man. You see where the knowledge is, man. I love you, man.
Give him a flyer, man.
Hey, you want to fly? You want to fly? Come on. I love y'all, man. This ain't a religion. But he don't got to. This ain't a religion. He's got to come back to his true customs. We don't got a religion either, man. Fuck the white man, man. Fuck America, man. Fuck Palestine, man. Right. All praise to the Most High, man. Right? What we got? That was a good dialogue, though, man. I love it, brothers. Right? What we got, man? Go to Wood and Stone on Deuteronomy 28. What time is it? You want the Wood and Stone?
5:20, right?
Yo, the brother was, when we was bringing them Jones out there towards the end, he like, oh.
He about to be with some fringes on.
Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Right, the Most High will scatter the Israelites among all people. Keep
From
going.
one end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Right, the Israelites is going to be scattered and serving other gods,
which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
What you ruling for?
Even.
What you ruling for?
You.
What about us?
Come bow down, man.
You going to bow down? Come here. Come here. Come here, dog. Come here.
Bow down.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and
They're
stone.
going to be bowing down to wood and stone, man. This is what the Israelites will be doing. That's why we see Christians bowing down to a wooden cross, and we see Muslims bowing down to a stone, right? Because it's a curse. I don't know. I kind of want to wait for the brothers back. I don't think they're coming back. Hey, man, Christmas is pagan, man. Right? We failing our kids, man, by celebrating a fat white man coming down your chimney and putting your kids on their lap, right? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians are the biblical Israelites. We can prove that with prophecy, history, and archaeology, man. We will have your Iman agree. Right? So, I don't know. We ain't got to go no further, man. If they come by, we'll be packing up. Let me get Joel. Let me get Daniel 7 and 18. End it with that.
This is Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom.
The saints of the Most High are going to take the kingdom. There ain't going to be no 1948 Belfort Declaration, man. Right? We're going to take the kingdom. Keep going.
And possess the kingdom.
We're going to possess the kingdom and the nations for how long?
Forever.
There ain't going to be nobody blowing up the land at that time, man. We're going to possess this kingdom forever. How long? How long?
Forever, even forever and ever.
Right, so we out here, man, to bring the uplifting of our people. And we know our people are not going to do the job, man. Our people, this job too hard. They want to continue smoking and selling drugs and killing each other, man. But we're going to be the ones to convert our lives and follow the Most High through His Son Yahushua, man. And we won't bring this kingdom. All these brothers out here that's practicing Israelites and teaching their people the law, statutes, and commandments and to repent and prophesying the downfall of these nations, man. We are the people that's going to bring in the kingdom for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that don't want to do the work to get the kingdom, man. So with that, we're going to say, call out the love like Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach, Yahweh Shah. Malaf level ball.
Malaf level ball.
Fuck the white man.
Fuck the white man.
Fuck Christmas.
Fuck Christmas.
Fuck Palestine.
Fuck Palestine.
Oh, praise. We're the boom man, nigga.
Boom.
Oh, praise.